Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
To have a baby with a married man when you got 5 you ain't taking care of. What's that standard?
I don't have no answer for that.
Baby, I'm not seeking to upset you. I want you to get real about what's going on here.
I know, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't make no more comments aimed at my last child's father. He's done a lot of good things for our kid and me.
He's cheating on his wife.
Okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's his character. That's his integrity.
Still, Miss Ayana,
and what you can do is tell yourself, you can tell yourself a lie. Would it be okay for your daughter to have a baby by him?
No, and we had that discussion, but I don't want to keep just beating a dead horse. Okay, we know that.
What are you gonna do about it?
Can't do nothing now. The baby here.
This is not about the baby. This is about you. You know how to have a baby. Do you know how to mother a child?
And his opponent, accompanied by Ross Mann from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, GMG Big Money.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
Salute, and come on in the class, guys. Come on in the class. It's good Sunday, and y'all know how we do over here, guys. So wipe your feet on the like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate it. We gonna have ourselves a good show. Y'all see the title? Black women know how to have a baby, but not how to mother a child, guys. And that's deep. Took me all but 2 minutes to think of the title, and I thought of it, put it in there, and let's get to work, guys. Y'all seen that intro, right? And I need y'all to understand this. I gave y'all my disclaimers. You know, we tell the truth over here. We'll also be getting into the Bible. I'm going to have a thorough breakdown tonight, guys. So again, keep in mind, if you're going through something like if you can't take any truth, then get up out of here, guys, because this is not the place for you. We don't operate on keeping the men weak and keeping the women delusional. That's not what we do here in the righteous sphere. We give out quality information, and whoever want to take it and activate it and get good results, they do so. All right, guys. So now let's pull up that intro again, and let's break this thing down together, guys, because there was a few things in this that is damaging, and we're going to talk about it today.
About being a man.
I can't because I'm not a man.
Are you a woman? You man.
Now that was a strong little stab right there. she asked her, can you teach him how to be a man? The mother says, I'm not a man. So now Ayala asks her, are you, all right, we know that you're not a man, but are you even sure that you're a woman? Because again, these modern women, especially the black ones, they know exactly how what a black man's supposed to do according to the television and all of that shit they took in from one-sided energy. They know everything about this man, but what do they know about themselves? When do they take the time to take some self-accountability?
They have the parts and the pieces, but do you have a vision? Do you have a dream? Do you have standards? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, what is the standard that you have to have a baby with a married man when you got 5 you ain't taking care of? What's that?
God damn, see, because she just lied to you, Ayala. She don't have no standards. And these are things that they don't teach on them single mother plantations. Standards, boundaries, how to manage emotions, how to delegate your feelings, stuff like that. They don't teach. They teach them beauty. Oh, you look good, girl. You got a big old butt. Look at the butt. Look at the butt. Oh, they spend the whole time in them ratchet hoods of a family households talking about beauty and how big the ass is and how pretty it is. And they only do that because the DNA look like them. So who the fuck gonna say that you the truth about a person looks when the DNA come from the source?
That standard.
I don't have no answer for that.
Baby, I'm not seeking to upset you. I want you to get real about what's going on here.
And Ayala sense it. When you start telling the truth to these women with the fixed mindset, with their delusional fairy tales of what's right and what's normalized and what's facts, because these be the ones that they end their statement with, and that's facts, because I said what I said. When you start to break down their logic and they start to see how stupid they sound, they get defensive now. Then they want to go on attack as if you did something to them for them believing and taking in all the wrong information. You didn't do that. You didn't feed them the information that got them running around here looking, acting, and sounding stupid. All you did was point it out.
I know, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't make no more comments aimed at my last child's father. He's done a lot of good things for our kid and me.
He's cheating on his wife.
Okay, well,
Exactly. Now you would appreciate if you don't make any comments on your last. Bruh, the last nigga toxic. He's cheating on his wife right now. So there goes that answers. You do not set boundaries or have any standards. All you care about, and all majority, guys, keep in mind, not all, definitely not some, but the majority, all the majority care about is who's giving them something, is the bag. Is the bag, the money, the money, the money. So as long as you giving me money, your bad behavior, like cheating on your wife, I'ma just look behind. I'ma look besides that, right? I'ma tell myself that you a fantastic nigga because what you give me. Remember, they tell themselves things that the actuality and the reality don't show. Let's watch. This is the truth with proof. Guys, hit that like button on the comment. We're going to church today, the real church.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's his character. That's his integrity.
Miss Ayana,
and what you can do is tell yourself, you can tell yourself a lie. Would it be okay for your daughter to have a baby by him?
No, and we had that discussion, but I don't want to keep just beating a dead horse. Okay, we know that.
What are you going to do about it?
Can't do nothing now, the baby here.
This is not about the baby. This is about you. You know.
And that's crazy, guys. So the title of this video, this little clip, was Single Mother Doesn't Want to Take Accountability for Having Baby with a Married Man. Now, ain't that some shit? Now, what can she teach the baby? How to be a cheater? You know what I mean, guys? Are you not understanding? Black women want to remain black women so they could fight this little imaginary sisterhood, the good fight with the sisterhood. A baby just gonna slow them down. A baby just slows them down. They can't fight as strong as they want to for this sisterhood, this imaginary sisterhood. You know what I mean? And the sad shit about that, guys, is see, back when they were busting it open, fucking and sucking and having these kids, it wasn't this agenda. It wasn't normal to be running out there as a woman and be like, I'm strong and independent. It wasn't normal. So they fucked and had these kids for other themes and fantasies and fairy tale delusions. And now, because in 2023, the theme and the narrative is be strong, be independent, be a single mother, show the world you could do it by yourself. And they're failing at that, mind you. The numbers show that. The numbers show that. Don't nobody want them.
Know how to have a baby? Do you know how to mother a child? I mean, really? You've never experienced a real man loving, honoring, respecting you.
Exactly. And it's what I tell you guys, like, y'all play and y'all get mad and y'all get triggered and y'all, oh, he don't know what he talking about. He hate women. He bash women. Look at his teeth. Did this. Bro, you don't know what you wasn't around. If you wasn't around it, then if you was around it, you have become it. And if you wasn't around it, then you don't know it. And all y'all know is what your mother taught you. And your mother didn't have time to get this information, the information that you need. She didn't have time to get this information and put food on the table, clothes on your back, and teach this information to where you could use it. Bruh, this is the shit that you're supposed to be knowing. Taking self-accountability, setting standards, setting boundaries is shit that you're supposed to learn at 16, 15, 16 years old, bro. I'm teaching this to my little mans right now. I'm teaching this to my little mans right now. And then y'all have these kids and y'all want to keep them up on y'all. Y'all want to keep them up on y'all knowing y'all don't even have the information for yourself to retool your mind. So how the fuck you going to have information for this kid? And you want to stand on top of these kids' shoulders and make the world about you, but you don't have nothing for these kids. Let's continue.
You got 4 sons. What are you going to teach them about being a man?
I can't because I'm not a man.
Are you a woman?
Exactly. See how quick she tried to reach for that excuse of not being a man. So then where are their fathers? Now they got a bunch of excuses and mainstream excuses, that is, because these excuses has been given to them a while ago. And they see that they could use it and they could get away to avoid accountability. So now they have normalized these into excuses as if they are facts. Sis, you picked all 4 of their fathers, you slept with all 4 of their fathers, and you knew he was an asshole. And if you didn't know he was an asshole, let's say, because sometimes, right, sometimes men, they don't open their mouth and they lie, right? So they sit there knowing they really don't want to be a family man. They want to be just as modern as your ass. So they sit there and have babies with y'all and then don't say nothing. At the end of the day, that's still your responsibility from unprotected sex. You see how that works? If you die right now as the mother, right? If the mother died, guess who got to get the kid? And guess who, if that kid turned out to be a fuck-ass human being, guess who getting the blame? The dad. Yes, the dad. So you can't clutch these kids to keep them in your possession, to have them to love up on you, and then use the excuse of the father is supposed to. The father is not supposed to have to fight so hard, man, for something that's half his. Remember, it takes 2 to make a baby. That's what y'all use, right? So where is your half, man? Where is your half?
You may have the parts and the pieces, but do you have a vision? Do you have a dream? Do you have standards? Do you?
And that's important, guys. This is why when you start taking the condom off, I'm not one to tell you not to dabble with the pudding cup, because y'all niggas is going to dabble, especially my young guys. Y'all going to dabble. But when you start dabbling and taking the condom off, you put yourself at risk, guys. These women don't know themselves. They know raw dick more than they know themselves, bro. They know your raw penis and how it feel better than their actual feelings, bro. So you run a risk when you start sticking your little pee in bitches that don't have a vision, bitches that never wanted to be a mother in the first place. You see how that works? What you think postpartum is, guys? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it so we can let's nip this in the bud. While the rest of the world running around here running with this postpartum shit, all postpartum is backlash for your intentions on having that child. Only you and God know that, man. But not all women get postpartum because not all women have babies for attention. Some women, very rare, but my sisters, y'all know who y'all are. More like we probably got more Goodbread sisters that know what I'm talking about than any other chicks in any other space. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all had a baby. Y'all wanted a boy. Y'all wanted a girl. Y'all wanted to dress him up. Y'all wanted a baby doll. Shit, they programmed you playing with Barbie all your life, all your childhood. So when it came time to where you could fuck, suck, and have kids, you wanted a baby. Now that's a mother. That's a female you're supposed to be trying to stick a dick in, fellas. And if anything, that's the one you'll take the condom off of, because at the end of the day, whether she bug out on you or not, because y'all play like y'all act like these bitches just go crazy. They don't just go crazy. But even if you get one of them that just go crazy, at the end of the day, she wanted to be a mother. Your kid ain't gonna be a fucking statistic, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what is the standard that you have to have a baby with a married man when you got 5 you ain't taking care of? What's that standard?
And then we're not even talking about a mother of 5 that's having non-consensual sex. I mean, non-consensual, unprotected sex with a regular dude, with a bachelor, a single nigga. This nigga is a married dude, bro. Again, these women will be side chicks to high value married niggas, to niggas with their shit together, before they be a regular smuggler girlfriend in a relationship cap with a normal dude trying to get to where that high value man is. That's pitiful. And then they will turn around here and say men ain't shit. They will turn around and say all men ain't shit. This is how they've been moving on us for years, bro. And your mother too, nigga. Your mother been moving like this on us too. Your mother, my mama, my aunties, all of them been moving on us like this, bro. Guys. It's called hypergamy. Hypergamy. And don't get mad at it, guys. It's in a biological makeup. You know what I mean? Same way, I don't know about you, but every time I see a big butt, I look back. Every time I see it, I don't give a fuck if I'm with Miss Goodbread. I don't give a fuck if I'm with Malone. If I see a nice shaped booty, it's just automatic. It's like, you ever try to stop a dog from barking? Ever try to train a cat? That's nature.
I don't have no answer for that.
Baby, I'm not seeking to upset you. I want you to get real about what's going on here.
I know, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't make no more comments.
It ain't about what you appreciate. And a lot of y'all black women want people to shut up. If people shut up, the problem gonna go away, man. Sister, if I shut up, right? If I stop bothering black people, if I take a day off and let y'all rest, y'all gonna be good for 5 days straight? Let me know, because I'll do it. I'll stop posting my truthful posts that's riddled with biblical facts. I'll stop it. If you ladies promise that y'all gonna act right, because y'all know what you're doing. Especially you ones that want me to shut up. You know what you're doing. You just survived that way so long in survival mode, scheming and using people and manipulating people. You survived so long, including your kids. You manipulated your kids. Yeah. So you think you can manipulate me, but it's a new sheriff in town, man, and it's over. The days of surviving and let's pretend is over. We at the Righteous Fear, we are here now. And you hear me? I said we, because even if you cancel me, you got BT, you got The Bell, you got KDH. Because we at the Righteous Fear, we know how to delegate power. So we gonna get stronger. We only gonna get stronger. Ain't no silence. It's no more silence. It's no more, can you please be quiet? No. You done used us to bury so much of your past shit in the cat litter. So you done used us so much. We tired of digging in y'all women cat litter. We tired of burying y'all shit. So we not gonna stop talking. And we need more of our sisters to be like Ayala. Since not all, you can't go grouping one black person. So then speak up, speak the fuck up, and stop trying to hide behind her or allow her to hide behind you because y'all both share the same upbringing. So now y'all share the same ideologies, the stupid ones, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If I call her out, it affects you. Yeah. So you ain't as good as you pretend. You can't be a good Samaritan and sit around sinful shit and not call it out. You're not good. You're a sinner.
Aimed at my last child's father. He's done a lot of good things for our kid and me.
He's cheating on his wife.
Okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's his character.
Bitch said, oh wait, that don't got nothing to do with me. Shorty, you are currently participating in busting it open with that man who you know has a wife. There are STDs, there are all sorts of DNA testing. And then when I say, because it's not all, but now mind you, I done sidetracked and reference to this one post that I did on about 19 other black women in a similar situation that can get caught up in a similar situation, right? And I get attacked when I say, let me say, as I say again, as I quote, DNA tests should be mandatory in the black community. So I say that, and I get attacked by a bunch of people from this same black community, some from the white community. Had one yesterday, had to check her stupid ass, because where does it say only? Where does it say only in my title that says DNA tests should be mandatory in the black community? That just go to show you where people's emotions is tied to. And these be people that want to tell me they got money and they got this and they got that, and because you know they get fly now when they feel stuck and stupid. When you make them feel stupid, like where is the only? Where did I say only? Because now you're putting words in my mouth because of how you feel. So you're trying to make your feelings match my reality, and your feelings will never be more important than my reality. You know what I mean? So it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So now I did something to them when in actuality, I'm not the one that gave you your false information, man, because I ain't say only in the black community. You know what I mean? And I ain't never say all, dummy. But again, people attach what's going on in their reality, and then they come to social media, they attach it. They can't separate the two. And they act like you did something to them. But sis, it means a lot to you. She said that don't got nothing to do with you. It means a lot. You can get AIDS. You can actually get pregnant. You know what I mean? By this man. This is how y'all end up found in ditches, ladies. This same attitude. Because now, if he gets you pregnant, you think he want to fumble that bag with his wife? Because honestly, you just a side chick, man. He don't want you to be his woman. He just wants you to smash and then release some stress and go. So you be the woman that'll get found in a ditch, right? And we'll be like, oh, black men killing women, black men killing women. Guys, this is where I'm going. That's not good. I'm not condoning that, but people, where I'm going, because that's not her business. Now the wife and the husband will link up and kill this bitch because she get pregnant. You see where I'm going, guys? You see how 1 + 1 = 2, although we live in a society that try to make it out to be 11? This is exactly why STDs and DNA tests is yo, bro, it's crazy in the hood. And she said that shit wholeheartedly, too.
That's his integrity.
Still, Ayana,
and what you can do is tell yourself, you can tell yourself a lie. Would it be okay for your daughter to have a baby by him?
No, and we had that discussion, but I don't want to keep.
So it's not okay for your daughter to have a baby by a married man, but it's okay for you to go and have a baby for a married man. So how you expect to teach your daughter not to have a baby by a married man when God, he didn't ask you ladies to speak in the church. He asked you ladies to lead by example. So if your little girls see you having babies by married men, what the fuck do you think? And it belittles me how these motherfucking ratchet ass parents, they stay beating the kid up, talking about you supposed to know better when they never taught them motherfuckers nothing. How is a person supposed to know something, let alone a child supposed to know better, if you never taught them nothing? And then you strip all the resources of the people that can teach them anything. You strip them because you wouldn't want anybody to teach them something, and then they really like that person more than they like your ass because you ain't teaching them. Guys, get your kids, bro. Those are my fathers. Make sure you're doing whatever it is you got to do to at least get 2 hours with your child to rechange the laws of their mind, bro, because they fucking them up. They fucking them up because they're fucked up.
Like just beating a dead horse. Okay, we know that. What are you gonna do?
So, right. So let the horse just be dead. Just let the horse stay dead. Just stop beating it. It's dead already. Shit. We just gonna stay dumb. We just want to stay comfortable and dumb. Yeah, just fuck it. Just leave it. This that everything gonna be okay, baby. This that grandma shit. Grandma, no grandfather, no dads in the crib. Everything gonna be okay, baby. How the fuck is the horse gonna come back alive?
About it.
Can't do nothing now. The baby here.
This is not about the baby. This is about you. You know how to have a baby. Do you know how to mother a child? I mean,
absolutely not, bro. They haven't a clue when it comes to mother a child. Excellent breakdown, Ayala. Salute to the content, Mr. Approach. Word, guys. Now let's go on and get into the fabric. I got more videos, so don't go nowhere, guys. I got a full show for you guys today, man. So don't go nowhere. Let me get on into my favorite part of the live. We ain't go to the bike. We ain't go to school in a minute. We ain't go to the church in a minute, guys. I mean, we ain't really go to the school in a minute. It's time to get back to our books, man. Time to get back to our books. All right. All right, guys. Before we get into the Bible section, this shit was disturbing. I took this from social media. I took this post right here from social media, guys, and I cut out. I made some edits because I didn't want to put the person on blast. I know this person, yo. I know this person. So I know this female. Guys, read that, y'all. Y'all read that. Y'all read that. And tell me what you think, guys, because 8 out of 10 black women that you deal with babies have this mindset. Not all, definitely not some. I said 8. The majority, you know what I mean, have this mindset, guys. When it comes to them and them kids, they treat them kids as if that is their property, guys. I tell you, no lie. And this mindset has been passed down from generations to generations. This ain't got shit to do with a man now, guys. This is all of what these women think and how they leverage their God-given ability to have babies. I need you to know that. Let me read it now for you. And reason why I'm putting this on blast, because I know this was a sub to me. Because all day, y'all know what type of work I do on Facebook. On Facebook, I go to work delivering the truth. So I know for a fact this was a stud. This was a subliminal post. But I also know that the person that posted this, they didn't make this up. They found this and stole it because people on social media is not creative. People is not creative. It's the most uncreative land of dummies you will ever see. But in the event, it goes, stop disrespecting mothers and expecting to be around their kids. already you see the entitlement. Bitch, don't nobody want to be around your kid, bro. And then this, she be talking to the baby father now. Now, mind you, that's his kid. That is his kid, because she can only be talking to the person she busted open for. You can't really be talking to no average Joe Smo on the internet, because who the fuck care about you and that little bastard? Nobody, right? All right. You are disrespecting half of that child. Wait, that baby is half of her. You are disrespecting half of that child. The entitlement you think you have. Wow. So this person knows of the word entitlement, but again, they don't see it in themselves. They are so entitled, they can't see it in themselves. Now, remember I tell you that this shit get normalized. When shit get normalized, you won't see that you're doing it. Remember, like the simps be simping, and they don't even see that they doing it. It's just normal to them. They think it's supposed to happen like this. Everybody's doing it. So you see this entitlement shit, and stop pushing good mums to the edge. So you know, this is a Spanish one. This is a, how y'all say y'all like them Latino women, right? This is a Hispanic one, an American Hispanic woman. You can tell by the mums. Black women don't write mums like that. You know what I mean? Black women don't think that that's cute at all. You know what I mean? That's not how you write mums. They write mom. They'll write baby mom before they write mums. What the fuck is a mums? You know what I mean? That's you know what I mean? To the edge. And then when they snap, stop pushing mums to the edge. And then when she snaps, turn her into the bad guy. Then y'all have crossed one too many lines with her. If I want my kid away from certain people, I have the right. Plain and simple. You see, this is where it go at. This is where, now this person is one of those helicopter parents that treat their kid like property, right? So now, when a kid go outside, right, to meet other kids who were around resources, because this kid ain't have no resources. The only resource this kid have is his mom. So if this bitch ain't a hell of a woman, meaning if she ain't love Dorsey, then that kid in trouble. Because these women that like to take this position over the child be the worst and the dumbest single mothers that you know. All they know is how to backplay because they cute. And this one right here, like I said, she's Hispanic. Like y'all like her. She's very cute. Y'all would have fell for her and you would have stuck your dick in, and this is her mindset. This is not the mindset of a mother that wanted to be a mother, guys. This is not that mindset. Because a mother who wanted to be a mother knows that you need a father to live out that theme. I told you guys, women, all women live in themes. You know what I mean? They live in themes. This is why the divorce rate is up now, because the new theme as a woman to live in is live your best life. You know what I mean? Live your best life. So that's why everybody is finding ways to get out of a relationship, get divorced, and you know, now you get incentivized to get out of a marriage where you always been incentivized. We just didn't realize it because the red pill wasn't mainstream. But again, guys, my kids, my rules, my house. I told y'all niggas, a lot of y'all raised by Johnny Gill moms. Ma, right? That's Johnny Gill's song, right? A lot of y'all got these Johnny Gill as hell of a mothers. Ma. That is toxic. This is toxic, guys. And I don't care how beautiful of a mother she thinks she is. She's a piece of shit of a mother. She is a hell of a mother. And I hope she got all the resources, because this is why you got so many children awkward. They can't even communicate. They awkward in social settings because all they know is they mama. And all they mama know is nothing. Ma. And then they put the fact. Let me move the banner so you can see how well They talk in stupidity, and then they put the, and that's facts. I told y'all, and that's facts. So she normalized this shit here. She done normalized this shit in her Holy Spirit. Her Holy Spirit tell her that this piece of information, this post, is facts. The sad part is you'll have a young dummy going through something similar who parent ain't teaching her, so she learned from social media, who will cling to this and attach their mindset to this piece of shit advice right here, bro. And they normalized it, bro. And then they normalized it, guys. Because look here. Look here, I got attacked earlier, guys, when I posted a similar post to this. I'm gonna get to the post that I posted. In fact, I posted this, guys. I posted this. A young goodbread. She ready to be a goodbread. Black China Mom said, I don't care if your mother sold your coochie to an army. You better respect her. And that's the problem that a lot of our parents have. I don't have to respect you if you neglect, demean, or abuse me. Just because you're my parent. Come on. We waking up. Everybody waking up. Not even is the fathers and the dads waking up to what y'all did, black woman, but your kids know what y'all did, black woman. So, of course, this post was met by this comment right here. And I swear YouTube be sending the bots. Either they running out of names or YouTube just sending the bots. Because now we got user code 1 SP6304. Fuck that. Where I'm from, mothers are like, goddess. Fuck you talking about. You're sending out the wrong message to young black girls and women. Wow. That just proves my motherfucking point right there. Keep in mind, guys, I don't play with the bots. So I don't even talk back to them niggas. I just send them a video. I send them another video. Just stay tuned. You know what I mean, guys? But do you see how saddening this is? And this behavior has been normalized. So you got kids that were treated like property. Now they grow up and the property don't even realize they are their own person. The property want to be property. Property want to remain property. This motherfucker don't want to be an individual in our society. He don't want to benefit our society by being his own unique individual. This motherfucker want to be a mini version of his hell of a mother. I don't tell y'all niggas no lies. I don't get on here and speak from an unhealed heart, bro. I get on here happy and smiling. I'm not mad, bitter, baked, nobody. You know what I mean? I got a virtuous woman, and I'm looking at her right now. She rolling. She's laughing her ass off because it's a fact, guys. Stop running from the truth. Stop running from the truth, guys. You have to get rid of all that bullshit that they pump and conditioned in your mind. All of it. Don't keep none of it. Now let's proceed, guys, with the live. But I gotta throw some music on. So I gotta set the vibe right. You know what I mean? We here, we at church. You know what I mean? We at the school church, and we gonna get it right today, man. I haven't gone over those scriptures with y'all in a while, so I gotta make sure y'all, you know what I mean, on point. On point. I don't want y'all falling off. So I got 14 scriptures, bro. I got 14 reasons why you are responsible for getting to the work yourself. Your mother did not give you anything, boy. You have to get to this by yourself. She can help you, yeah, but she can't do it for you. She will not do it for you, bro. All right? You got to do it for yourself. And ladies, this go for you too. You got to get it for yourself. You sit there and listen to all that information that your mother pumped in your head, you're going to end up with the same results that your mother got. And I know you might think, what's wrong with that? But I promise you she did it wrong. I promise you she tolerated poverty. Like a lot, like 80% of black folks who tolerate poverty because they just can't figure out the 9-to-5 rat race and how to generate passive income. So we dress our cage up real nice and real comfortable, and we just fly around our cage our whole life, whole time that cage door is wide open. And when you look out every now and then, you see black eagles, you see black hawks just soar in the sky. But you tell yourself, it wasn't you. It wasn't meant for me. That just wasn't meant for me. Okay. Continue to believe that. You know what I mean? That's the shit that a lot of black people believe. So it's not uncommon. You know what I mean? You're a regular sheep. How it feel to be like everybody else? How do it feel? Now let's get it. Yo, okay, Izzy, where you at, man? You got the link in your inbox. You just in time for the reading, man. You with it? You with it, or you gonna send me in here on my own? I got a little better though. In your absence, I got a lot better, bro. I don't be reading like the third grader no more. I'm up to 5th grade, bro. I'm on 5th grade level, nigga. All right, guys. So let's start it off with Matthews. Hold on, let me put me on the screen, man. I wanna cook. I wanna read and cook at the same time. Y'all can see that? Y'all can read that right there? No, I gotta make it bigger, yo. I need y'all to get this. I gotta get this work. There we go. All right, guys. Because, you know what I mean? That person that jumped in there, we ended up having a long conversation, right? And they try to tell me some bullshit, guys. They try to sell me on some shit, right? Because people in today's society, they think they slick because they got manipulated by the Bible because they go to church. See, the church manipulate people through the Bible, and the church kind of make you not like the Bible. When you really woke, when you become woke, you start to not like the church because you know what they do to the Bible, and then it tends to make you not even fuck with the Bible. You shouldn't. But a lot of people that go to church and rely on the church for their spirituality, they're getting manipulated, right? And I don't know how many of y'all remember a long time ago when I told y'all the school manipulates the children, the church manipulates the black women, and the prisons manipulate the black men. You know what I mean? So the church manipulated the women and got the women thinking that they're gods. That's why that female that we just read that posted that bullshit, that's that only a God can post some shit like that. Only somebody who think that they are God, who's a self-centered human being posted that. And a lot of the religion got the women, manipulated the women into believing that they're gods. You know what I mean? On top of the fact, you got to watch it now with religion, because religion will also oppress women in the same token. You see how women is the doorway to the devil. You know what I mean? Because the right woman is going to win and the wrong woman is going to pull you down, guys. And it's straight like that. Hold on, let me hit that music. Only way for a man to fail is through a woman. That's the only way for a man to be brought down, bro. Brought to his knees. So they manipulate these women in the church to believe that they're gods, guys. So the woman, she actually told me, no, you got to, because God said, honor thy mother and thy father. And that's when I knew she was just manipulated. Because for one, if you're gonna recite the scripture right? And then if you're gonna know that, right? If you're gonna reach for that onto why you're gonna try to treat your kid like property, then what happened to the other stuff in the Bible? This is why I don't play with these church-going people, yo. I don't fuck with these fake Christians and these fake Muslims and some of these fake pro-blacks, you know what I mean? Salute to my real B1ers, though. Salute to my passport bros. Salute to my real Israelites. Salute to my real Muslim brothers that know what time it is, that be on their deen for real. But I don't fuck with half of them because they always use this Bible to manipulate something. You know what I mean? And they cherry pick through this Bible. If you're gonna be about this Bible, you got to do the research. You got to find out what it say all the way. So again, she tried to beat me in my head and manipulate me with the world famous scripture. God said, and she's not wrong. He did say that, but God also said a lot of things, like Matthew 5:30. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off. Now, he didn't say mother. He didn't say father. He said right hand. So that means whoever you put your all in, right? And what's the stats on these single mother households where the mother is the all? You know what I mean? Right? So to these kids, their right hand would be their mother. Now, is their mother living holy out here? Are their mothers living holy? You know, the ones that you got to honor your mother and your daughter. You got to honor your mother and are those ones living holy? I ask you, because we're not going to just cherry pick through this Bible. We going to church today, guys. Make sure you share this. Make sure you share this. Oh yeah, hit that like button if you didn't. And youngins, my youngins that have the honorable and the holy moms, and y'all choose to do fuck shit, you do know you gonna get it twice, right? You gonna get it double. Your punishment come double, because God blessed you with a moms, with a Virgin Mary, with a virtuous mother, bro. And you choose to be wicked and go with the ways of the world. That's on you, nigga. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because your right hand is the rays of the world, Mr. or sis. Your right hand ain't your virtuous mother. What up, okay, Izzy? What's going on? We got it back like the old days, man. What up, man?
What up? How y'all doing, man? What's going on? Good bread?
We sitting here, man, and I'm cooking today because we haven't cooked in a long time, and I'm happy that you're back, man, and let's proceed, man. I got up to right after throw it away, but we can take it from the top, man.
Let's get it. Let's get right on into it, guys. Matthew chapter 5, verse 30. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body.
Hold on, okay. Did he say leave it? Did he say leave it? Did he say get an ace bandage?
Nope.
He said, nah, leave it because it's your mother. Mm-hmm. It's your mother, bro. So just, you know what I mean? Just put an ace bandage on it. Put some water on that shit. Put some water on that shit. Did he say that? What did he say again? Okay.
For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell.
Wow. So you better cut the cancer or the cancer will spread. So when I tell you, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around or you put your all in the most, I'm not lying to you. It's biblical. See, I could go biblical. I could go worldly. You know what I mean? However you want to go, we could go with it, man. Righteous fear up, man. Go ahead, okay. One more time. This one is deep because she tried to play me.
Right.
She tried to play me like if I didn't know that thing. And I'm sure she got a lot of church hats. You know what I mean? She got a lot of church pendants on her little wall and shit. And I ain't got none. But I ain't no dummy. And I know that thing. I know that book. Go ahead, okay.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 30. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell.
Guys, that goes for friends, families, everything. Everything. That goes for anything that's leading you down the path of non-righteousness. Non-righteousness is anything that's not for yourself. Non-righteousness is anything that's for them and not for you. You know, a lot of people want you to be non-righteous because they want to use you up, and they don't want you to learn who you is, bro. They don't want you to go make time. They need you back in the ways of the world so they could tool you, so they could use you as a tool.
Precisely. And again, like Goodbread said, people will be like, no, but that's your brother, man. Y'all family and y'all this and y'all that. Well, this Bible verse cuts through that. It cuts through that. I had family that I had to cut off. And it took me years to cut them off because I had the mind state of putting Band-Aids on the wound, putting alcohol on that wound. But my hand needed to be amputated because that cancer would have spread. You can't be scared to cut these the folks off that are poisonous to you. And the things that are poisonous to you.
It will spread through your body. Remember, this is hell on earth. We are already in hell. How comfortable do you want to be in it? That's what it's about.
Well said.
Let's go.
We're going to move on to Isaiah chapter 49, verses 15 through 16. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Even these may forget, yet I will not forget you. Behold, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are continually before me.
So now, okay, with that said, you know what I mean? Because I just be bashing women, they say. With that said, dude, now, remember I told you the lady said, no, because you got to honor your mother and your father. That's one verse where he said that because that is a commandment. But now, due to the last verse you heard and this, are we supposed to honor nothing? Are we supposed to worship the devil?
Of course not. You got to have some type of integrity to you. You can't be used like a prostitute. That's like a prostitute continuing to sell her body knowing that she has to stop. Continuing to love that pimp knowing that you got to get away from that.
Shit is crazy, guys. So God knows that a woman can forget her nursing child. So ain't no way in the world do God going to tell us we can't cut our mother off, which he showed us and told us we can. You cut that sin off. You cut that cancer off. So for all my guys that been thinking about this, you know what I mean? You know what we do over here. We touch on topics that they be scared of. All of my guys that needed answers. That's like, yo, I want to do right. I want to do right. I want to go to the next level, but my mother. So if you needed the truth with proof, with no bluff, no manipulation, bro, I answered your question for you, bro. I can't tell you what to do. I could just show you what it say. All right, remember that. Mr. Goodbread, don't tell you what to do. Mr. Goodbread, show you what it say. And best believe I'm doing what it say, nigga.
All right, now let's move on to Hebrews chapter 12, verses 9 through 11. Besides this, we have had earthly fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them. Shall we not much more be subject
Wait. So, earthly fathers who discipline us. So, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be able to discipline you, okay, right? Without your mother jumping all in the way, right? I'm supposed to be able to discipline my child. You know what I mean? The men's supposed to be controlling the show out here, right? That's what this verse say. Go ahead, one more time.
Besides this, we have had earthly fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them. Shall we not much more be subject to the Father of spirits and live? For they disciplined us for a short time as it seemed best to them. But he disciplines us for our good, that we may share his holiness.
Exactly. And this is the confusion of discipline. See, parents think discipline, and all they think is physical. Whipping your ass. Oh, I gotta whip your ass. But you gotta be disciplined. You gotta teach the discipline of the mind. And if you taught God's word, then the kid will be even more disciplined. But y'all don't teach these kids God's word. Y'all ain't teaching them how to be holy. All you teaching them is like how that sister is teaching her kids. Bad examples. They're leaving bad examples for these kids to pick up, and then you blame these kids for not knowing better when you never taught them better. Message.
For they disciplined us for a short time as it seemed best to them. but he disciplines us for our good, that we may share his holiness. For the
Hey,
moment...
hold on. Let me add something to that. Once you get the power of God, the real God, once you go MGTOW, Romans 12:2, bro, and you get the power of God, discipline. Remember I told y'all the number one key to getting out of poverty, to getting a new girl, to getting that car you want to stack for, is self-discipline. You get a next level of self-discipline to where you don't care what a motherfucker buy themselves, what a motherfucker trolloping around here with. You don't care about none of that shit. All you care is about what your goal is, what your plan is. It's discipline. Everything is going to come down to discipline, guys. But it's going to be a hard sell if you ain't got God with you. It's like a fat person that don't believe in God trying to lose weight. Think about that. That's like an unhealthy fat chick, Lizzo-sized chick, trying to lose weight but don't believe in God. That's stupid. It's agonizing.
For they disciplined us for a short time as it seemed best to them, but he disciplines us for our good, that we may share his holiness. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it.
Oh, there go that word again, guys. You see how y'all think I don't be taking my time with y'all? Remember this week's lesson. Remember all of this week's lesson, guys. We talked about stop avoiding pain. We talked about discipline. This brings it all together, guys. It's supposed to hurt. The uncomfort is where the growth is going to come in at, guys. It's supposed to hurt, guys. If y'all get to the Bible, though, all that shit y'all doing in the worldly ways of the world, like me, right? Until I got to the Bible, I was a nigga that I had to make the mistake. It was nothing that I was going to do that I was not going to make a mistake first, then spend time learning from the mistake, then doing it all the way again. So I always was the double time nigga. Like, it took me double the time. Once I got to the Bible, I started to see shortcuts and I started to put dots, started connecting dots and being able to, okay, I seen that coming. It's about preparation, guys. And that's all. The Bible is an instructional manual so you can prepare for what you're going to see out here in the world, bro.
It's a fact.
Salute. We got, hold on. We got a couple of ladies. We got a couple of good bread ladies that just came to join the vibe. So while I'm here, let me give Posh her due. Let me get Posh. Salute, Sister Posh. We also got FIMNB1. Salute to the B1. And we got Sugar Bum. Sugar Bum, I apologize for the unprofessional timeout yesterday. You really didn't say nothing. All you did was put what you did just now in there. But you know, Sugar Bum, you better be more nice to my guy, JJ. You better treat JJ like the king he is, Sugar Bum. All right? I need you to stop bothering JJ when you come to the righteous fair because we treat you like the queen you is. So you got to treat JJ like the king he is. All right? All right, y'all. Let's get back to the story.
Hit that like button on the way in, guys. All right, let's get it. We at Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. A good man leaves his inheritance to his children's children, but the sinner's wealth is laid up for the righteous.
Oh, you had to know I was going to give you niggas some work, too. Because y'all niggas run around here talking about you a good man. I'm a good man, but you ain't building nothing. And even if you ain't got kids, even if you ain't got children, what are you building? What are you building for yourself? What are you building? You know what I mean? That's not chasing money. Remember, I told you this week, what was one of the lessons? It got to be more than sex and money. Got to be more. Got to be more. You got to have a purpose. You got to have a goal. You got to know the why in order to always have a how. You know what I mean? If you don't have a why, you will never know the how, guys. And that's what life is about. Remember our punishment. Don't ever, ever, ever forget our punishment. Our punishment was to come down here and work till our hands bleed and sweat, fill our eyebrows, and it get real uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Real uncomfortable. You ain't got to be working or leaving nothing for the chick. Nothing in here say, you know what I mean, leaving it for the female. Nothing in here say Adam got to leave his inheritance to Eve. No. But you got to be down here working, bro.
All right. We at 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 14 through 15. But as for you, continue in what you have learned and have firmly believed, knowing from whom you learned it, and how from childhood you have been acquainted with the sacred writings, which are able to make you wise for salvation through faith in Jesus Christ, or Christ Jesus.
All right, guys. I want y'all to make sure y'all screenshot this, guys. And I want y'all to say this every morning. Every morning, I want y'all to try to memorize it, but it's tough. Y'all got a lot of bullshit on your head. So I know you ain't got space to memorize this shit, but at least screenshot it, have it in your phone, pull it out. The minute you wake up, repeat it to yourself every day, bro. Every day. Can you say it one more time for us, okay, Izzy?
For sure. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14 through 15. But as for you, continue in what you have learned and have firmly believed.
All right. So he's telling you, don't only just hear me. Don't only hear the shit I'm telling you. Activate it in your soul. Put it in your heart. Know it. Believe it. Firmly believe it. I'm not going to tell you no lie. This is his words. These are his words, his instructions, his wisdom, his knowledge. Don't say, Mr. Goodbread. No, God told you that. Okay.
Oh yeah, one more time.
Yeah, I cut you off at firmly believe.
Definitely. My bad. I thought I read the whole thing. All right, so I'm gonna start from the top just for. But as for you, continue in what you have learned and have firmly believed, knowing from whom you learned it, and how from childhood you've been acquainted with sacred writings, which are able to make you wise for salvation through faith in Christ Jesus.
That's a fact, guys. You either know or you don't. This is what red pill is. Reality or delusion. Fantasy. What's real or what's not. This is what red pill is. You can't say you don't fuck with God or you don't fuck with the Bible and be red pill. You a fraud. You a perpetrator. You one of them niggas we gonna throw at the modern woman's final master first. So we gonna play let's pretend with you, but do know once we get to the final master of modern women, the Lilith, we throwing you first, yo. We sacrificial. You are the sacrificial lamb. So we gonna ha and he with y'all little fake red pill niggas. You know what I mean? And then as soon as we get there, we throwing y'all. I'm telling you right now, so it's not sneaky. I'm telling you, I'll keep it real. I'm too transparent to be, you know what I mean, sneaky. Like, I'm telling you what we gonna do. We gonna laugh and ha and he with y'all niggas right now. Because y'all want to fake pretend. Y'all don't want to get activated. Y'all just want to be red pill aware. So we're going to laugh and ha with you. We're going to talk about the modern women. I'm going to still do self-improvement. But we're going to talk about the modern women with you. And as soon as we get there, we're going to throw your ass right to her. Because you really like her. You don't want to activate this shit. This shit entertainment to you at this point. It's not, you don't want to get educated. That shit too hard.
Right. Let's move on. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise.
Now, what are you talking about, okay? What are you talking about?
Walk by faith, not by sight. This is a day-to-day thing. Don't half-step it. All right, you got to eat, leave, and you got to eat, sleep, and breathe. This walk. You can't expect the fruits that come without the labor.
Absolutely, bro. Listen, y'all ladies, right? Since y'all want to alienate the fathers or whatever happened, some of y'all didn't alienate the fathers, but y'all ladies, y'all got to be teaching these kids the word of God. Y'all got to first of all, you got to be able to accept this information, right? And then teach to your kids. Be able to accept the truth, take some self-accountability, and then teach it to your kids. That's it. That's all God wants. He ain't like you could sit there and play yourself and just sit there and start reading the Bible to your kid. That ain't gonna do no justice. You know what I mean? That's pretend as going to church all of a sudden. But what you got to do is teach your kids through your experience. Tell the truth. Stop sheltering your kids. Stop hiding your kids from resources. Stop cutting your kids off from resources. You know, right? If the father of that kid is as dumb as he say he is, as you say he is, letting your kids see that for themselves, let them go and see that for themselves is a learning experience. Whoa, you know what's gonna happen? Your little man is not gonna be like that motherfucker. That little nigga gonna make sure he gonna do his best not to get it. But you see, you cut him off from resources and actual learning experiences and God's teachings. Because God's teachings is just reality. It's real life. He don't expect you to go sit there and read the Bible to your kid. No, he expects you to tell the truth. Be transparent. Stop using your kid as a shovel to hide your shit. When are you going to stop taking shits so you no longer need to use the men and the kids to hide your shit? Like, how about that? How about you just stop shitting?
That's a fact. Precisely. All right, let's move on. John 3, chapter 1, verse 4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth.
Yo, son, if you want the church, this is where the church is at. Do you see the level of skill and creativity, how these scriptures are all connecting, and you have to read the whole thing, though. You will have to read the whole thing. You just can't get stuck on one book because they all connect. Some books go with this. You stop at this book, you got to go over here to that. But they wouldn't know that because they don't teach that on Sunday school. They don't teach you that.
Right.
Your pastor probably don't even know that.
Oh, you don't.
But y'all give them y'all money. Y'all give them y'all money, yo. And they not giving y'all the truth. They're giving y'all the entertainment just enough so you feel good and wear off and you come back next Sunday, bro. Where's my people at, bro? Did y'all hit the like button? Did y'all hit the like button? Salute to my bread squad. Salute to the bread squad, to the bread gang who stick with me. Because y'all understand I'm not perfect. Know what I mean? Now I'm almost. I got OKL back. So you know the articulation is getting better. The professionalism gonna be there. So I got OKL back. So salute to y'all that stuck with me and we growing together. Y'all watching somebody grow. Y'all watching somebody grow from the dirt up. You get a chance to watch it so nobody can say, oh, he came in the game with this. Y'all remember when I was a stuttering nigga? Y'all remember when I was a stuttering, cursing? Every word was a curse. You know what I mean? The same message had the same fire, but every word was a curse. Y'all watching the evolution of a man, of a real man, bro.
That's right.
Salute to y'all, good breads, man. Y'all Definitely. Making this pop. Y'all making this happen.
Facts. Salute to the good breads. I appreciate you. A lot of them been asking about me too while I was, absent, and that, that just warms my heart. You understand me? It warms my heart that the people stuck and they ride with us. So let's continue. We're gonna read that one more time for the folks, man. John 3, chapter 1, verse 4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. And I want to add to that. A lot of people, they have joy in themselves. That's why you see single mothers throwing baby showers and they dress the kid up just like them. They're not looking at their fulfillment doesn't come from the fruits of their labor and it benefiting their children. Their fulfillment comes within themselves. So if they doing good, then they fine. You ever seen a father wearing the latest J's, but his son got dragging diapers and doo-doo in his diapers and don't even got a shirt on? Y'all ever seen that? Well, this verse right here is contradicting that shit. A lot of people only want to see self-fulfillment, but they don't want to see it for their children.
Exactly. And that's because, like I tell you all of the time, a lot of women have used up their future on their present back then in the past. So now they're only left, and their future is used. They're only left to start working on the child's future. So the child don't even get to their future before the moms use it all.
It's a fact. And that's why we failing, y'all, in the black community. We failing because of the lack of morality and character inside of our families, not because of the devil or the white man. We failing because we're not instilling in our children what God instills in us.
And that's a fact. Well said. We going to the next one with that. We got to walk in our truth, guys. Y'all know what's our favorite scripture over here, and it get the liars and the manipulators and the emotional magicians. It get them so mad, it get them angry. But this is Bible over here, guys. Want to read that? Okay, we're gonna get to the next one.
Okay, at the bottom, Ephesians, right?
Yep.
All right, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 25. Therefore, having put away falsehood, let each one of you speak the truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another.
And that's a fact, guys. No lying. Put away the lies. What we lying for? Who are we scared of? We all adults, right? Children, you ain't got nobody to fear but God. Your mother is not your God. Your father is not your God.
Moving on, John 16, verses 21. When a woman is giving birth, she has sorrow because her hour has come.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute, that boy good. That boy good. This is what it's all about right here. This is why women don't really like God. Because God tell the truth, women don't like accountability. Women don't like a lot of these things that we talk about in these spaces because of this verse right here. Now, okay, I'm going to let you read it straight through, and then we got to go stock them and loan it.
Got you. John chapter 16, verse 21. When a woman is giving birth, she has sorrow because her hour has come. But when she has delivered the baby, she no longer remembers the anguish for joy that a human being has been born into the world.
Now he's talking about a real woman. Remember when Ayala asked the woman, do you know what a woman is? I have no answer for that. Because she don't. And a lot of our sisters don't know. They want to be modern women. They do not want to be mothers. You know what I mean? They want to remain modern women. They'll take the benefits that come with the title of putting the mother title on. You know what I mean? They'll come with that, where once you hear mother, it's like everybody got to be a victim. Everybody got to cater to this woman. You hear mother, oh, she's a mother. You heard homie, where I'm from, mother are gods.
Right. And that's why the pro-black community failed our people. They put the woman on a pedestal without the job that she needs to do. So you got a lot of women around here, again, saying that, oh, they don't want no children till they 30, 35 years old. Damn, their eggs frozen already. But you're out. Like it says right here, when a woman is giving birth, she has sorrow because her hour has come. Ladies, your hours come through childbirth. So stop delaying that shit.
And that's what it is. That's what it is. You could try to create babies and do all this freezing of the eggs and all this shit. It's a certain pattern and order that God set out. So all you doing is prolonging the inevitable, boo-boo, sis. You get nothing. You get nothing. And remember, it's sad, guys. Let's get back to this verse right here. Let's get back to this scripture.
Right. And I want to point this out too. Remember, one of Eve's punishments, and it even says in the Bible, a woman, her She redeems herself through childbirth.
Exactly.
So all this crap you
Okay,
doing,
I was gonna go there, man. You gotta do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro.
so all this strong and independent. I don't need no man. I could do it on my own. Getting into the workforce. I'm nobody telling y'all to stop doing what y'all doing. Y'all could go work. Y'all could do what y'all doing. But stop blaming God for doing that shit. God didn't instruct you to put that at the top of your pedestal. You redeem yourself through childbirth. That's how you redeem yourself.
That's a fact. So it's like that's where the disrespect coming at. That's where the disrespect coming at, ladies. Because when you have that baby, your hour has come. You supposed to be about that child now. Y'all sit here and lie to yourself because you tell the world, oh, I'm doing everything for my child. I'm doing everything for my child. Do me and my child. But your intent and your greedy, gluttonous heart know that it's everything for you. It ain't the best interest of your child. It ain't. Because if it was in the best interest of your child, you would do everything possible to get some help and to fix the flaws that's in you. If it was all about your children, you wouldn't allow yourself to go sleeping with married men like the woman in the woman in the beginning of the video. It'd be all about you. Modern women and black women, modern black women will sabotage the whole family for their feelings.
So let's get back to that verse, like Goodbread said. John chapter 16, verse 21. When a woman is given birth, she has sorrow because her hour has come. But when she has delivered the baby, she no longer remembers the anguish for joy that a human being has been born into the world. So let me touch on that one more time. So when it says she has sorrow because her hour has come, it's equivalent to the physical. She goes through pain, because it takes pain to birth a child. But all that goes out the window. She's joyful that she brought a child into this world. She endures that pain and she embraces that pain that she goes through childbirth. All these women running around here like, oh, you're not a woman. You don't know what it feels like to be a woman. You don't birth a child. You a man. We understand that. That's your role. So your sorrow is going to be anguished when you have that child. When you got the right man in your corner raising that child up to be godly, you become happy then. And stop using your childbirth and that pain to make it for somebody to like feel sorry for you.
Mm-hmm. And that's a fact, though. Like I said, again, salute to my real sisters. All my real sisters that wanted their baby, that wanted a baby. Like, you might have wanted a boy, but you got a girl, but you still wanted a baby and you treated the baby the same. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what it is, B. That's one of the most beautifulest things in the world is childbirth and to be able to have a child. That's y'all shit. Like, think about it. Why did God give it to women and not to man? Like, that's y'all magic power. Think about it. Y'all own, man. Oh, man. Like, and that's why I go so hard on women. Because women is that important. They that important to this cycle right here. And they don't even know how important they are. They busted it open for the nearest Pookie. You know what I mean? They skipping over the dudes that can produce great DNA, at least balanced DNA, balance out the DNA. If they not gonna do some work on themselves, at least don't skip over the man that got the DNA that did work on himself to offshoot your crazy ass. Y'all go match with another toxic Pookie. He got bad DNA, unbalanced DNA. She got unbalanced DNA. It's just two unbalanced motherfuckers kid retarded.
Right. And Aviated comment just substantiated what you just said. If you could pull it up real quick, Mr. Goodbread. Especially when she delivered that man's child, not a man's child. I'm going to say that one more time. Especially when she delivered that man's child, not a man's child. So you don't get cool points for just getting pregnant, busting it open out in the streets, and all of a sudden, I'm a mother, I have to go through this. Do it for the right man, not the man. That was a good comment, Aviator.
Great.
All right, we have Proverbs chapter 1, verses 8 through 9. Hear, my son, your father's instructions, and forsake not your mother's teaching, for they are a graceful garland for your head and pendants for your neck.
All right. Now you heard that. Let's break this thing down. Get up out your feelings. Get up out your feelings, because this says it a lot right here, guys. It says who's supposed to be teaching them. And as long as you alienate the father and don't teach him, you're going to see bad stuff. Bad stuff going to exist. Bad stuff going to happen.
Right.
Because the father is the disciplinary action. As you see it, he says, "Hear, my son, your father's instructions." The father is to instruct the child. And forsake not. He's telling you, you can listen to your moms. Don't be mad and bitter at your moms. That's what he's telling you. Why would he tell you that? Why would he tell you that if he didn't know your moms was going to probably have some nurturing information? And remember, I tell you this all of the time. You got masculine energy, which is discipline, and you got feminine energy, which is nurturing. The nurturing is the lie. You don't hear the word nurture mentioned too many times in the Bible. Now y'all got me going. I'm gonna go look for it. I don't remember seeing this shit one time, because it's a lie. It's sad, but women have that because that's how they protect the feelings, and I mean, they keep the child sane. But if it's too much of that and not enough discipline, then you get what we have now, which is the entitlement. You see how that works, guys?
It's a fact. Spot on.
But he said it. He said his words, not mine. So when y'all start to, he said, honor your mother and your father, and that's all you want to stick with, like, stop the cap, stop the motherfucking cap, and don't try to manipulate me, and I hope you're not in their house manipulating them kids.
Right. One more time. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 8 through 9. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and forsake not your mother's teaching, for they are a graceful garland for your head and pendants for your neck. Yeah,
it sucks if you have one of the mothers that ain't teach you shit, right? So then that's what it is. That's what's on your head and that's what's on your neck. Shit. Think about it.
Right. Your mama sending you to school with the latest Jordans and with a gold bracelet and a chain on. That's God don't see favor in that. God don't see favor in that. He see favor in the teachings. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1 through 4. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that you may live long in the land. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? It ties right in to the last scripture and what we said about the father being the instructor, the father being the last disciplinary action, not what the mother said. Remember the girl that said, ma, 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 ma? Remember the ma, 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 ma? Well, she wrong, and it's normalized in her sick mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, let me read that. Honor your father and mother. You see, the mother always yells, mother and father. No. If you're going to say the shit right. If you're going to quote the scripture right. Honor your father, because he placed the man before the woman. God, man, woman, child. Remember? Yep. That's the order. So honor your father and mother. You know what I mean? Stop trying to manipulate these kids, ladies, into thinking they your property, bro. Where do y'all put the barcode stamp on these kids? Is it on their neck? Is it on their ass? Where's the barcode stamp? Since that's your property, ladies.
Good, Brett. If you don't mind, I don't mean to cut you off, but can you pull up that comment where Sugar Bum said, so wanting your kids to dress? Pull that up real quick. Obviously, it went over your head. I'm gonna say it again. She said, so wanting your kids to dress good is a sin? Never said it was a sin, and I never said you shouldn't want your children to dress good. But that's not what God sees as favor. Sending your kids to school with the latest Jordans, sending them to school with gold earrings and a bracelet on, and being the freshest one in the school don't give you cool points. It don't make you a good mother. It don't make you a godly mother. Okay? The instructions of Christ is what God sees favor in. That's what I mean by that. Don't let it go over your head, sister. Because we have a whole bunch of black women, especially single mothers, doing that. Every time it's their birthday or every time it's a baby shower or something like that, they dressing just like the kid, claiming that they a good mother. That doesn't make you a good mother because you're dressing your kids up and making them look good. It makes you a good mother when you instruct them in Christ. Don't let it go over your head, sister.
Good way. I ain't got to say nothing. That was perfect.
All right, let's move on. Matthew chapter 19, verse 14. But Jesus said, let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for to such belongs the kingdom of heaven.
Absolutely. Do not hinder them. And a lot of you moms is hindering your kids. Because when you say shit like what Sugar Bum just said, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? So don't celebrate the birthdays. So Sugar Bum,
never said that.
What their birthday gonna do when them kids is 30 years old? You know how many birthdays black kids have been celebrating? I know a kid that celebrated all 17, had a big sweet 16. That motherfucker died. He got killed. Because that's not what make you or break you. When it comes to real life, you need to learn how to manage your emotions. You need to learn how to budget and finance. You need to learn how to communicate with others, conflict resolution. You need all of that. And if all you're going to do is teach your kid how to go get some Jordans, how to order some Jordans, then you's a hell of a mother, sis. That's what's wrong with that. You know what I mean? That's what's wrong with that. How are we all over the place? Is that what the word in the street saying? Because niggas can't focus? Niggas, the average nigga nowadays got the attention span of a flea at one of them net flies. So is that why we all over the place? Because you can't comprehend? Sugar Bomb? No, you got to slow your thinking. Your mind is all over the place, right? If you keep your mind on this thumbnail and topic and not what you want to make it, then you'll be all right. Shit'll slow down in your head. You won't be all over the place.
Right.
All right? You better raise your children to be wise and alert.
Exactly.
Stop hiding the truth from your children. You know what I mean?
And with that, I don't know if you got that scripture, but I want to say it real quick. You know my favorite one. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and 12. I suffer a woman not to teach, but to learn in silence. And Sugar Bum is showing us a great example of why women were instructed to learn in silence. You're causing confusion. You're making it seem like we're speaking all over the place.
Hold on though. Time out. This is the common joint right here. I love this. Sugar Bum. Don't leave though, because I love what you do, because you bring the reality to the show. You know that's why I don't hate on you, my G. Because this is, when they say not all, it's not all, but this is the average thinking right here. You heard? Look what it say. My kids won't no struggle.
Here we go. Here we go.
So, Sugar Bum, if all you teaching your kids is how to buy Jordans, and I'm teaching my kids God word, you think what kid you think gonna struggle when they get 30? Which kid is gonna no struggle when they know 30? My kid or your kid?
Remember
though, you teaching your kid how to dress fly and dress cute because you setting them up. All you're doing is setting him up to go out there and feel he got to find a female that he got to impress. 9 times out of 10, we know those women are 8 out of 10. So those women are easily and openly available for him, right? Because those women are doing the same. Those women are playing the consumerism game, right? So all you doing is setting your child up for the struggle. So he might not struggle now in your eyes, but your child gonna be a struggling motherfucker when he get outside in the real world and he don't have none of this here work that we talk about over here on this channel.
Exactly. I'm gonna start from the top with Matthew because I believe it can speak well to it. Matthew chapter 19 verse 14. But Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them." So when you do all this birthday party crap and like Goodbread said, send them to school with Jordans and think you a good mother, you're hindering your child. You are hindering your child doing that and thinking that that's the work needed to be put into children. God never told us put earrings and take and pay for all these types of clothing and celebrate birthdays and doing all this crap to make a child happy. God asked us to instruct our children and raise them up.
You hinder them two ways too, ladies. You hinder their generational wealth, right? Because guess what? Their feet get big and you can't keep those Jordans and you can't resell those Jordans. And guess what? He ain't never get the knowledge on how to make money so where he can buy his own pair of Jordans. So 9 times out of 10, a mother who's so worried about having a kid fly is one of them enabling mothers who want their kid to always have to depend on them. You see? So where it's gonna go is that boy gonna be so fly, he go impregnate one of these dusty ass girls, and now sugar bum, you help him raise that kid. Because that's the information you gave him. You gave him that information. That's what you gave him. You chose that over the latter. So you help him raise that big head baby, boy. Girl.
Right. And I'm tired of, especially in the black community, mothers saying, my child, me, my child. That's your child, not your child. See, when it's almost like a possessive mind state where you think that's your property, so you get to do what you want with your property. That's why you're saying what you're saying.
Yeah. And that's a perfect segue for what OKL just said.
All right, we have Proverbs chapter 17, verse 6. Grandchildren are the crown of the aged, and the glory of children is their fathers. I'm going to say that one more time. Grandchildren are the crown of the aged, and the glory of children is their fathers.
That's a mic drop right there,
not
bro.
Not Michael Jordan's, not birthday parties, not you taking him out to go eat because I'm a single mom and I want him to be happy. The glory of children is their fathers. So that one of the greatest things a woman can do for her children is to teach him in the ways of the Most High, which is to say that go ahead and let that child have a father in his life and instruct him. Because you weren't built for that, ma'am. You was not built for that.
Sugar Bum, you got to be kidding me, yo. Don't be birthing no hoes, yo. Y'all don't stick no D in Sugar Bum, y'all. Y'all leave Sugar Bum alone, yo. She into homemaking, bro. You better have some strong DNA, cause Sugar Bum just know that she gonna make a hoe. Sugar Bum, that's not good.
She says it's my baby if he or she came out of me. Hey, I don't have much more words for her. Her mind is corrupted already.
Yeah, hit that like button, guys.
Ephesians chapter
6:4. Yeah.
Right. Ephesians chapter 6:4. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. One more time. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord.
Right, Pops. So if you call and you start to be like you're getting annoying, leave them alone. If you call and they start making it out like you the enemy or you doing something, just leave them alone. You provoking them, leave them alone. Let her get her child. It's my child. Let her my child herself to single motherhood, bro. You know what I mean? Make your attempt, and then you let her my child to single motherhood, bro. And don't worry, you gonna provide because trust me, she gonna take your ass to child support. So don't worry, you're gonna provide for your household because they'll try to hit you now. This is the slick shit. They slick on how to manipulate you with this Bible. So they'll try to hit you with the he who do not provide for his household is less than a, that means one of them shits. Y'all know I didn't broke that one down over here. But don't worry, once you pay your child support, that's your provision. Of course, we know it's more than money, but if you're getting alienated, we ain't fitting to go to jail. But you ain't got to worry. She got to provide for her household that masculinity now. So you're good. Just don't, because remember, he said, do not provoke his children. So don't go playing yourself like, I got to provide for I got to provide. If you providing for that household is causing provocation, leave it alone, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go with this verse, this scripture. It trumps that other shit that they're going to try to manipulate you with.
Yes, sir.
I promise you.
One more time for the people in the back. Fathers, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. And shout out to La Original. She says, that's a lie, Sugar Bum. You can look up the data to disprove yourself. Children conceived out of wedlock do the worst.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We got 70 to 80% of children in the black community being born out of wedlock, which is to say that they're raised by single mothers, the most degenerate, the most gangsters, the most in prison, the most psychologically illogical, the most dangerous types of people that are come out of single mom homes. Okay? Let's cut it. It's proven. We've seen it for decade upon decade. Let's stop the cap. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it.
And that's a fact. That's why a lot of these kids ain't going to change. A lot of these beta males in the space, they ain't going to change. They mini versions of their mother for real. These little hoes, they mini versions of their mother for real, bro. They ain't finna change. They been that way so long. It's conditioned now. It's over. It's over. It's
a fact.
Word.
Okay. I'm gonna read. Okay, we're good.
Oh yeah, that was it. That was it right there. Now we got some shit though. I got some shit. For those of y'all that just now tuned in, let me go back to. Do I got it up still? Oh shit, I took it away, Mr. Don't worry about it. Do I? Yeah, I got it. All right. So let's go back to the intro. Let's go back to where we started the live off, and we're gonna go into the reaction portion of the show before we get the fuck on out of here.
All right.
All right, we can cut the music, guys. All right. Hold on. Get some crazy shit going real quick. Get y'all sleep. Make sure y'all ain't sleep.
Let's get it.
All right, let's get it, okay? I would love to hear what you got to say to this. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know how much of the live you saw. But let's get it.
Let's get it.
Single mother doesn't want to take accountability for having baby with a married man.
Man, loving, honoring, respecting you. And you got 4 sons. What are you going to teach them about being a man?
I can't because I'm not a man.
Are you a woman? You may have the parts and the pieces.
So we know what Sugar Bum going to teach them about being a man, how to get them Jordans and Balenciaga.
Sheesh.
Do you have a vision? Do you have a dream? Do you have standards? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, what is the standard that you have?
Yo, the bitch said, yeah. She said, yeah, and then looked down. That was the most depressed yeah I ever heard in my life. Can I get a hell yeah? As a matter of fact, in the words of my guy, L.A. Knight, can I get a yeah?
Have to have a baby with a married man when you got 5 you ain't taking care of. What's that standard?
I don't have no answer for that.
Yes,
Baby, I'm not seeking to upset you. I want you to get real about what's going on here.
Sugar bum, you know I don't have no control over the chat. I tell people not to block people. Y'all share y'all thoughts. How you speak is how you speak. Just be creative. Don't be cursing and shit at each other. And if you're gonna use curses, just put the exclamations. You know what I mean? Be creative, and you know what I mean. If not, just be quiet. Just be, when you wrong, you're wrong. You know what I mean? You know you can just be quiet. At some point, you don't have to respond to everything. You know what I mean? Healthy people, right? People that have gotten to the wisdom and gotten to some knowledge and did the work on themselves, shit don't bother them. People could say anything like, Sugar Bum, you know how when you be like, fuck you, you black nigga, and I just be like, yo, you stupid. Because I'm healed, you know what I mean? It ain't, you stop letting shit bother you, girl. You better heal. You better bring your ass to class more, girl. Fuck wrong with you? You just promoted single motherism like a motherfucker, and now you talking about now you acting like a victim. You ain't no victim. You a terrorist. You better take that shit, girl. Fuck wrong with you? You was a terrorist. No, you ain't crying now. Don't cry now.
I'm telling you, when the truth come out, they use sign language. Shame, insult, guilt need to be right.
Word up. You better fight back, girl. You strong and independent. Don't be calling me. I can't save you. And you know I wouldn't be able to save La if you was in the right. I wouldn't save her. I would not save her. I'm not in the business of saving women. I don't save women.
I know, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't make no more comments aimed at my last child's father. He's done a lot of good things for our kid and me.
He's cheating on his wife.
Okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's his character. That's his integrity.
Still, Ayana,
and what you can do is tell yourself, you can tell yourself a lie. Would it be okay for your daughter to have a baby by him?
No, and we had that discussion, but I don't want to keep just beating a dead horse. Okay, we know that.
What are you gonna do about it?
Can't do nothing now. The baby here.
This is not about the baby. This is about you. You know.
Yeah, I can't believe she said she set standards, bro. How do you set standards if you? One more time.
Is that Sugar Bum sitting there? Is that you, Sugar Bum?
Know how to have a baby? Do you know how to mother a child? I mean, really? You've never experienced a real man loving, honoring, respecting you. And you got 4 sons. What are you going to teach them about being a man?
I can't because I'm not a man.
Are you a woman? You may have the parts and the pieces, but do you have a vision? Do you have a dream? Do you have standards? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, what is the standard that you have to have a baby with a married man when you got 5 you ain't taking care of? What's that standard?
I don't have no answer for that.
Baby, I'm not seeking to upset you. I want you to get real about what's going on here.
I know, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't make no more comments aimed at my last child's father. He's done a lot of good things for our kid and me.
He's cheating on his wife.
Okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's his character. That's his integrity.
Still, Ayana,
and what you can do is tell yourself, you can tell yourself a lie. Would it be okay for your daughter to have a baby by him?
No, and we had that discussion, but I don't want to keep just beating a dead horse. Okay, we know that. What are you going to do about it? Can't do nothing now. The baby here.
This is not about the baby. This is about you.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. They always, and remember, it go back to that scripture. Their hour has come. And these bitches be trying to stretch that hour these bitches be trying to break down. Let me get 10 more minutes. It's like, yo, son. Yo, these bitches got mad extra minutes, boy. They trying to stretch the minutes. That hourglass then came and gone.
Shit.
Let's get into some love, though, guys. Let's get into some love. As always, we got to have some love. We got to have some love.
Hit that like button on the way in, guys, if you haven't done so.
Ask your motherfucking dad, guys. Ask your motherfucking dad. You need that balance. Y'all need to start asking your dad shit. You know what I mean? Ask your motherfucking dad, guys. Stop playing. Told y'all, a lot of y'all been stripped of your masculine resources. So, you know what I mean? You need to get to some masculine resources so that you can stop operating and functioning like your hell of a mother. Because we're going to need some of our brothers to help out and stop being jealous. Stop sideline hating. We all got our own gold rings. We all got our own championships. You just got to climb your mountain to get yours. No need to sit there and be hating at and watching me climb mine. Get to climbing yours. And that be that hell of a mother shit, boy. Let's go, love.
A situation where it's a question mark on why, you know, I didn't have a father in the picture the way I wanted to, or why my dad was around but not around, like I saw on the TV shows with families on TV. Question marks about where your dad was, or why he didn't come around as much as he did, or why he didn't call as much as he did. Ask your dad. Any of y'all in situations where, you know, you was raised by a single mother and you got like questions, or you realize as an adult, a lot of the stuff that I talk about, where there is some shit going on with your emotions, your traumas, your character based on how you was raised, and not having, you know, a resource in both a female parent and a male parent. Ask your dad. If you have the opportunity, the ability to, the time, the space, I don't care how comfortable, uncomfortable it gets. Ask your dad. If you come from one of those families where everybody telling you your father is a fuck nigga, or he a deadbeat, or when you get old enough and you are out from under the spell of their opinion, their emotion, their viewpoint, their perspective, ask your dad. If you in
That's a fact, guys. Remember, I tell y'all that all of the time. That first ring of soil that's around your seed be manipulation. And it be acceptance. Remember, y'all so worried about the white people and their problem, which, you know, our white breads, they fight entitlement. But y'all niggas, y'all fight acceptance. We fight acceptance. And if we can get over that acceptance and being accepted by these fucky ass people, this fucky ass soil that really has no fertilization to our seed, it's not helping us grow at all. But we want to be accepted by this shit that does not help us grow at all, when we was never asked to be put here. We was never asked to be planted in this shit. Guys, you gotta uproot from that soil. You can't be scared, bro. Your environment is hella important. Change your environment will change your mindset and will change the way you look at life. The 5 people you keep around you, bro, could be the death of you. Those could be the ones holding you back right now. Change all 5 of them.
in a space as a female child, you're older and you're trying to, you know, pick through men and understand how to, you know, operate in a relationship and how to, you know, find a husband or somebody to treat you. Talk to a male figure. Ask your dad, especially if you black, especially if you urban. If you are a male child and, you know, you're trying to decide what you want to do with your life, trying to maneuver through the streets, trying to figure yourself out, ask your dad. You've already been given a female's perspective on life. You've already been given the woman's viewpoint. You've already been given the example of how a household is ran by a woman. Now it's time to get the other side, because in order to become a well-rounded adult, whether it's a male or a female, you need both sides. You need that viewpoint from a strong female, but you also need that from a male as well, regardless of what other people told you their view of that male was. The more shit you hear talked about your dad or your father, make a mental note that for that reason, I need to have even more of a conversation. The more
Got
bullshit you
him.
get fed, the more truths, so to speak, you get fed.
Got him. Let them keep talking about how deadbeat he is, and then the more they talk about how bad he is, then you jot that down, and that's what you want to go figure out on your own. Remember, this is about getting to the knowledge your own. Remember, I said you got to dig it out the mud yourself. That means you got to totally do the research for your own, change the laws of your mind on your own. How somebody, you saw that lady sitting up there, she ain't got no answers for Ayala. When you're with these grown-ups, when they with another grown-up, have no answers on grown-up shit. So how the fuck do they stand over these kids as if they have any information for these kids, but then want to tell these kids who they can't get information from? That's the shit that I be talking about. That's child abuse. That's child abuse.
Well said.
You're abusing the privilege of you having a child.
From the people that are raising you about the male parent in your life. Make a mental note. I need to ask my dad. Anybody not understand what I'm saying?
Yo, hashtag that, guys. Hashtag that so it can run through the chat. When you finish this video, go into the comment section, right? And put hashtag ask your dad, right? So all the triggered single mothers, they could see, because you know they some nosy bitches. So they gonna all come over. They're gonna be like, why is everybody putting ask your dad here? And they're gonna click the video and the video gonna go viral.
Take what you already got, but then understand there's another side to it. Ask your dad. Ask your father. Ask your sperm donor. Ask your deadbeat. Whatever y'all mamas and grandmas and aunties and cousins and sisters and uncles and brothers is calling them. Whatever they call them. Ask him. Aim to get a perspective on your upbringing and the stuff that went on from him. Don't just take one side. When it comes to relationships, y'all could clearly see, I don't care if you're a teenager or you're 35, 40 years old, you can clearly see, especially once the internet got big, that a situation, a circumstance can happen, an incident can go on, an event can occur, and based on the woman and based on the man, it will be two totally different perspectives. So with that being said, just understand your situation as the child, there is more than one perspective. Ask your dad. I don't care if you don't fuck with him. I don't care, because most of y'all, you don't fuck with him because of whatever you were told by the parent that raised you, whatever perception you were given. And see, I'm a real bitch, so I can get on here and tell y'all, you know, what's real. It's a lot of y'all daddy ain't fuck with y'all, or his side of the family ain't get involved because your mama blocked that. But see, y'all got to go get that other side.
Bingo.
It ain't for you to pick or choose sides. It's for you to have a
bingo. Welcome. Hi, welcome. You're now tuned into the Mr. Goodbread Show. We don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate it.
Nope.
This can get a bit triggering.
We and tell y'all, you know, what's real. It's a lot of y'all daddy ain't fuck with y'all, or his side of the family ain't get involved because your mama blocked that. But see, y'all got to go get that other side. And it ain't for you to pick or choose sides. It's for you to have a well-rounded perspective. You can still feel how you feel, but get all the information. Same way when y'all go to court, y'all don't want a bitch to like just take the state side. Like, you could have been arrested, rightfully so or not rightfully so. But at your motherfucking trial or at judgment day, you don't want just one side to speak. This the same for these parenting situations. Ask your dad. I ain't telling you who to side with. I ain't telling you one better than the other. I ain't saying the nigga didn't do everything they said he did. I'm saying talk to that other parent. Roy, what up? It only makes sense if you're a well-rounded person. It only makes sense if you're logical. It only makes sense if you're real. It only makes sense if you understand balance. It only makes sense if you understand human emotion. It only makes sense if you get that people will give shit to you from their perspective. A bitch can only raise you based on what they feel like is best. So if you really want to have an understanding of what happened in your upbringing, where you come from, what's going on now with you, your roots, you can't just ask your mom. You got to ask your dad. You got to have a conversation, even if it's uncomfortable. You got to have a conversation, even if you don't want to. You got to have a conversation, even if your mama told you not to. You got to have a conversation sometimes, even if he don't really want to have one. You got to have it for you. This ain't for your mama. This ain't for your daddy. It makes you a more well-rounded person if you got both sides. It don't mean you gonna jump fence. It don't mean that you gonna change your viewpoint. It means I'm gonna have all the facts, or I'm gonna have both sides, or I'm gonna be real with myself. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? Talk to the nigga. I don't care if you don't like him. Because a lot of y'all, you've been conditioned not to like him because your mama don't like him. And the reason she don't like him don't got nothing to do with any beefs you should have with him.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You need to get both sides. I seen somebody say not necessarily it could be the father side. Listen to me, bitch. And listen to me very clearly. And yes, I'm calling you a bitch on this video because of what you commented, right? Not because I know you. So don't take it personal based on your little feelings and start selling out. But listen, bitch, right? You already got your mama's side. If you were raised by your mom, you already got her side. There needs to be a conversation had with the father without your mother present, to where you are getting just his side. That's the point, to get the father's side. And nobody's saying which side is right. That's not what I'm saying. So some of y'all on here, you're triggered and you don't want this to happen. That's all the more reason. If you got one of the mamas that she don't want it to happen, that's all the more reason you need to make it happen. If you got one of the parents that if you speak up and say, I want to have a conversation with my daddy when I turn 18, 19, where you ain't around, and I just want to get his view, and she freak out, spaz out, get mad, act funny, bitch, you need to have that conversation for real, for real. It's some shit going on. It's some shit she done did, some shit she done lied about, some shit. Because any real bitch that gave it to you balanced, they gonna welcome what I'm saying. Any real mama, any real mother that parented you not based on her feelings, but doing what she had to do, she ain't gonna have a problem. Listen, bitch, ain't now motherfucker, ain't now female, ain't now single mother, single grandmother, auntie, whoever, woman that raised you, and they did it from a pure space, is gonna have a problem with what I'm saying. Now, the motherfuckers that know, you probably gonna find some shit out about it.
I don't know where you went
That's a
wrong,
fact.
but let me tell
What you
you
paused it for me,
something.
Goodbread?
Your mother was
Oh, we can't
hell
hear
of
you. You
a
on mute, Goodbread.
No. I played the ad-lib.
Okay.
Yo, love cooking right now, bro. Love cooking right now. She telling the truth.
Oh, she
You know what I mean?
cooking.
You could deny it. You could be in denial all you want. But ain't no way in the world a person that did not want to have a child, unplanned pregnancy mother, gonna have anything. And you ain't that fast. You don't think that fast, yo. To gonna have any information useful for a child. She can recruit her mother, because she wouldn't be in that predicament if her mother had any information. And they could recruit the grandma. They could recruit everybody they want until somebody put their foot down and intake some new information and unnormalize the shit that's been normalized. It's over. The generational curse.
Remember you in prayer. Anyone else have a word from the Lord, a testimony of God's good? Come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out being prostitutes,
Yep.
having oral sex with my mouth, licking me in balls.
Their character, some stuff they ain't do right after years of making it seem like it was nothing but your daddy's fault. Them bitches gonna tell you what a bitch just commented, because he just gonna tell you his side. Bitch, you been giving me your side my whole upbringing, because I only been with you. Ask your dad. Ask your dad, ask your dad, ask your dad, ask your dad, ask your dad. Bitch, show this video to y'all, the cousins, your sisters, your younger brothers, your younger sisters, hell, your friend, your auntie. Ask your motherfucking dad. Don't mean your mama was wrong. Don't mean your daddy was right. Don't mean your daddy was wrong. Don't mean your mama was right. All it means is you need to get both sides in order to be a well-rounded adult. I'm saying this because as I'm looking at the posts on Instagram and Facebook and it's Father's Day, it's a lot of y'all, you have a warped mindset, a warped perspective, a fucked up reality about the way the world works. This is why when it comes to days like this, all y'all do is be getting online displaying y'all traumas and shit. And the conversation, if you 16, 15, 13, 14, 10, 11, 12, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're being raised by a single mother, listen, people like me, we know that your mom is not going to let you get this real conversation. So what you got to do is, over the years, keep making a mental note that when I get old enough where she is not hovering over me as a parent that wants to just have me see it from her view, make sure you have this conversation. When you graduate high school, when you get in those years where you're transitioning into adulthood, it is going to do you some good to sit down with that other parent and have a conversation. It don't mean they're right. Don't mean that. All it means is, as a person, for me to develop my own opinion, my own belief, my own perspective on me in my life, and what I should be doing, what I shouldn't, where I come from, my roots, me realizing what type of person I am. I need to have a genuine conversation with that other parent. And I'm going to tell y'all, if a family member try to tell you you shouldn't do this, that's all the more reason why you shouldn't. Them bitches is hiding something. If a grandma, if a auntie, if a cousin, if a sister, I don't give a fuck what type of traumas y'all went through. Have a conversation with that other parent. Have a conversation.
Facts.
Ask your dad. Ask your father. Ask your mama's baby daddy. Ask your sperm donor, like they be saying. Ask the nigga that they say left you. Ask them. Talk to them. Have a conversation with them. Express. Listen. Get their side. You ain't got to agree with it. It's going to make you a well-rounded adult. It's too many of y'all as adults. All you got is your mammy perspective. This is why you don't understand how to maneuver through the world, because you think your view all the time is right because she raised you believing her view all the time is right. You can't have uncomfortable conversations because she never let you make her feel uncomfortable because everything in the household had to be her way. And this is the same for some of y'all that was raised by the other parent. If you was raised by just your father, have a conversation with your mother when your father is not around. I don't give a fuck if they lie. I don't give a fuck if they only tell it from their perspective. That's the point. I want to get my own experience. I want to have a conversation with you where I give you free range to speak on whatever you want to speak on about my upbringing and why you were or weren't there, what went wrong from your perspective. Don't mean I'm going to agree with you. Don't mean I'm going to take your side. I ain't even finna argue with you. I just want to hear it from your perspective because I was already raised off the other person's perspective. But see, you got to wait till you get from around all that control. Nowadays, most single mothers, especially if you're urban, especially if you're black, they operate off of control. Power and control. It's everything being their way. A lot of times it's not about the assignment. It's just about what makes them feel comfortable to get the job done. And the job is to feed, clothe, protect you until you're 18. And then when you get 18 and 19 and you're growing up, you realize there's a lot of shit you missed. Go ask your dad. If you say this to your mama and she got a problem with it, that's all the more reason for you to ask your dad. It's some fuck shit going on. It's some shit being hidden. It's some stuff she don't want you to know. And you need to know that to have a well-rounded perspective. True. The more you hear your mama bitch about your daddy, the more you need to make note. I need to have a conversation with this nigga for myself. The more you see your mama and your aunties get online and group up and talk shit about the sperm donor, the deadbeat, the baby daddy, whatever they call them, the more you hear about fucked up situations where he wasn't right, more reason why you need to have a conversation with your dad. The more you get their perspective, the more you got to make a note. I got to see what's up with this nigga for myself. Even if it don't go how you want, you got to. This is how you get balance. You got to get both sides. Y'all see what happened in the trial? Win or lose. or fucking mistrial. Both sides get their chance to present their case. So if you want to be a well-rounded adult, you got to get both sides, bruh. You can't just go through life believing what the fuck she told you. Because men lie and women lie. Men feel and women feel. Men fuck up and women fuck up. Hoes make poor choices. Niggas make poor choices. Bitches be on some manipulation shit. Niggas be on some manipulating shit. That motherfucker did some shit wrong just like he probably did some shit wrong. You got to get both sides. The more you hear these motherfuckers bash your daddy as the child, make a mental note. That's all the more reason I got to have a conversation with this nigga, man. The more they do or don't bring this nigga up, the more you don't hear positive stuff. I got to have a conversation with this nigga, man, because y'all picked him. She picked him. I got to get my perspective. And if you bring this shit up, I'm going to say it again. If you bring it up around your mama, your grandmas, your aunties, you can just, listen, just test it out. Go to your mamas, your grandmas, your aunties, and just say, when I turn 23, I'm going to sit down with my daddy and have a phone conversation.
Come on, calm down.
They either going, when a bitch knowing they on some fuck shit or done did some fuck shit or they done lied to your ass about your upbringing and why things the way it is, they going to ask you what you want to talk to them about and try to answer the questions for you. I'm going to say that shit again. Get around big mama, grandma, auntie, mama, single mother, these strong black mamas that's raising y'all. This how you test this shit out. Sit around their ass and say, when I turn 18, I don't want to do it right now. I want to wait till I move out or I'm on my own and I want to sit down and have a real conversation with my dad. I got some stuff I want to ask him. Talk serious.
Ooh, okay, Izzy. Is she not cooking? And I want y'all youngins that watch me, I want y'all to test this out. I want y'all to test this thing out right here. Since I'm always bashing women and I got a wrong message for the little ones, I want y'all to test this out. Hashtag ask yo daddy. Anything you want to add to this, okay?
She cooking too. She cooking. You know what it. When a woman in the kitchen, you stay out. You let her do her thing.
Let her do her thing, bro. Smart man. I'm out of there too.
We saying this shit. This how you test their ass out. Bring this shit up and say, I want to have a conversation. I want to get his viewpoint on a whole bunch of stuff that happened when I was a kid. I want to get his viewpoint on all kind of. If that motherfucker try to answer them questions for you in an effort to keep you from talking to that nigga, something ain't right. That's all the more reason to talk to that nigga. Get in front of them motherfuckers and say, when I get older and I'm able to think for myself, I want to have a conversation. I want to purposely get his side. If a bitch catch an attitude and don't want you to talk to that nigga or act funny with your ass because you said this, that's all the more reason to talk to that nigga. It's something up. They feeding your ass the wrong shit. I'm giving y'all the game. Sit down in front of your grandma and say, you know what? I really want to get granddaddy perspective on the stuff we went through when we was young. I want to talk to him and see if he feel like certain things were right. The motherfuckers try to get on your ass, cuss you out, argue with you, answer the questions for you. Them bitches presented that shit from just their side. They might have did the best they could, but you only got one motherfucking side. This how you test their ass out. Walk around and say this shit out loud in front of your mama. Might even get your ass whooped. This how you know you need to get that man's side of what the fuck going on. Because nobody they're operating from a pure heart without all that emotion and trying to just make it seem like a nigga just on some shit they ain't. If a motherfucker knowing everything they presented from their perspective is based on fact, they ain't gonna have no problem with you talking to that nigga. Holler at them. They gonna.
That's a whole fact, guys. Take game, yo. This is a message. This is a message, guys. Full class Sunday, guys. Full class Sunday. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We gotta get our likes up, guys. Hit that like button, guys.
Encourage you to. They gonna encourage you to. They might even help your ass facilitate it. But these bitches nowadays is raising some of y'all, they gonna get mad, they gonna get in their feelings, they gonna catch an attitude, they gonna try to answer the questions. Well, you can just ask me. And some of them, they won't even get upset. They just gonna ask you the questions that you say you want to ask him so that they can answer them bitches for you so you don't have to talk to him. Because they don't want you to get that other side. And the idea is it don't mean they side wrong. Gotta really listen when I'm talking now. It don't mean they side wrong. Don't mean they wrong. Any real parent wouldn't have no problem with you getting balance, both sides. I told y'all, come on here at your own risk. Somebody said I got my ass whooped for wanting to know the other. And this is what that's a clear sign. Your mama was hiding shit on some manipulation. I don't give a fuck what a bitch tell you on here. As the realest bitch round this hoe, I'm telling you, it's some shit a bitch don't want you to know based on the way it's gonna make them look. And that is not what parenting is about. Fuck how some shit gonna make me look. I want my child to know the truth. I want my child to get the root. I want my child to have an understanding from not just my perspective, but from their daddy perspective too. This makes you a well-rounded person to know why your mom did what she did and to also know why your dad did what he did.
Absolutely. So that way, when you do something, you have an understanding. That's the knowledge that God expected to parents to teach the kid, their old experience, like I told you in the beginning. But if you sitting there trying to use the kid as a shovel to hide that old shit, you're not teaching them. Then like what Sugar said earlier, why I can't teach my kid how to get fly? Because that's a limit. That shows a limiting of your skills and your knowledge, because that's all you know. As the mother, that's all you know. You're the head of the household, meaning you're the most important figure in that household. So you're supposed to be the smartest. You're supposed to have all the answers. You're supposed to be that nigga. HNIC. Head nigga in charge. How the fuck is that the dumbest person in the house? Because these kids is in school with technology that their mother did not have. So these kids got some knowledge. These kids are smarter than their motherfucking dumbass parent. So they playing on their parent intelligence. So while they using their parent for the little money, it's like, I'm a buy my unintelligence. So you don't tell on me. You don't ever go out this house and tell people how stupid of a person I really am. You tell them that I'm a nice person and I give you these shoes.
Right.
So I mean, your kid ain't ever gotta see struggle. You saw struggle, and your kid, when you go, will struggle.
It's a fact.
Will struggle.
Ladies watching this, man, stop indoctrinating your kids. God didn't ask you to indoctrinate them. God asked you to instruct them, not indoctrinate them.
Any real parent wouldn't have no problem with you getting balance, both sides.
Gotta have that balance. That's all it is. Is unbalanced individuals out here because they broke down the nuclear family where you have masculine energy and feminine energy. I don't give a fuck if it was a lesbian couple or a gay couple. If niggas knew how to master the masculine energy part, where the man or the woman, whoever plays the masculine was masculine, and whoever plays the feminine was feminine. If niggas mastered that, this shit would not be the way it is right now.
I told y'all, come on here at your own risk. Somebody said I got my ass whooped for wanting to know the other. And this is what that's a clear sign. Your mama was hiding shit on some manipulation. I don't give a fuck what a bitch tell you on here. As the realest bitch round this hoe, I'm telling you, it's some shit a bitch don't want you to know based on the way it's gonna make them look. And that is not what parenting is about. Fuck how some shit gonna make me look. I want my child to know the truth. I want my child to get the root. I want my child to have an understanding from not just my perspective, but from their daddy perspective too. This makes you a well-rounded person to know why your mom did what she did and to also know why your dad did what he did, even if it was wrong. Most shit in life is about an understanding. That shit don't be about right or wrong. But see, y'all got a lot of parents that hold traumas and triggers and can't manage their emotions and shit. It's a red motherfucking flag. You fucking right. If you can't even sit in front of your mom, and some of y'all, you 35, 40, your mama 60, and you still can't say this shit in front of her. Hey, I want to go have a conversation with dad just to get a real understanding about why we came up the way we came up and what was going on. At 60, 70 years old, she'll probably still get an attitude with your ass because it's some shit she want to take to her grave about why she moved the way that she moved. Anybody real, they ain't gonna have no problem with that. And again, this live was for the children and all of y'all, not the baby mama, baby dad. Bitch supposed to get both sides. Boy, you supposed to get both sides. Girl, you supposed to get both sides. Y'all young adults, 22, 23, 19, 17, 27. Hell, around my age, 28, fucking 26, 25. Ask both sides. Talk to both sides. Whichever parent you was raised with, have a conversation with the parent that you weren't raised.
Sugar Bum, you bugging, Sugar Bum. I saw that one. That's not the goal, Sugar Bum. Our goal is not to get. that's not our goal. You got to focus here. Pay attention to what we're trying to do, Sugar Bum. We're not trying to get people to come to. What do you? We're not trying to get people to come through Christ, through us. Nah, you know what I mean, that's not, because we not doing that. You know what I mean? You know that I tell you that all the time. I'm not religious. I'm real religious. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take these instructions. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna take the moral ethics of it being a God, because we all know that the whole God thing is just to get you to understand that somebody's always watching you. So when you think you're slick, you ain't slick. You know what I mean? But let's say it was no such thing as God, right? When you know you got somebody watching you, you're more better, you're more wired and conditioned to want to do good rather than to do bad, rather than to steal, lie, and just be a fucking, what you are on a regular basis. You know what I mean? A heathen motherfucker. So, no, sis, that's not our goal, guys. Our goal is to yell to the Black community that quality information that they did not have access to, we're going to yell at so loud that the people that hear it and choose to use it, they can do that. You know what I mean? And the people that don't, they can do that also. You know what I mean? That's the goal. Like, our goal is not to get anybody to do anything. I don't believe in controlling people. You know what I mean? I've been in a relationship to where I don't gotta manipulate my partner. I don't gotta blackmail my partner. My partner get to be exactly who they want to be because they've been who they are for so long now that I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I know what I choose to stay with. See, that's the difference between y'all, the ways of the world people, and us good breads.
Exactly. And good bread, I want to say this. Good bread says this all the time. Bible with me, we look at it like the basic instructions before leaving earth. So just to throw a bone at you, Sugar Bum, I don't have to be a carpenter for me to read an instruction manual to utilize that instruction manual to get better results out of what I'm doing. If I buy a computer desk, it comes with a set of manuals so that I can do it the right way. Does that mean I'm the one that built the computer? Does that mean I'm the one that created that? No. All it's saying is that I have the instructions to do the right thing. And that's what we're doing here. We got the instructions and we just trying to show people the instructions to life and how to do the right thing. Don't get it confused and stop trying to complicate common sense.
Absolutely. Yo, I'm a break it down even more basic because you gave me an idea. Sugar Bum, right? You know, you don't have a man. So you are gonna have to pay somebody to come in and paint, or guess what? You're gonna have to roll your sleeves up and you're gonna have to paint, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the store, get the paint, you're gonna get the paint brushes, you know what I mean? So you got the instructions on how to paint. But you're gonna paint your wall, right? But just because you paint your house, are you a painter now, chick? You putting ads up? Are you a painter now? You see, you can follow the Bible and follow instructions and not have to be put with a title. That's what the ways of the world do. I told y'all, they like to stick their little titles on you so that then they can predetermine how you supposed to move, how the template cookie sheet cutter that they stick on niggas. Then they tell you how you supposed to move. But us good breads, we just hit different because, you know what I mean, we look like Pookie, we sound like Pookie, but we not Pookie. We
Nope.
look like modern women, we sound like modern, but we not modern women. And they can't fuck with us. They don't know how to handle us.
It's in the household with. Ask them whatever you want to ask, even if they don't want to answer, throw it out there. Because it's going to give you a real picture of their character. Give them free range to speak how they want to speak. When people feel like they not finna get in trouble, they'll say shit they really want to say. Go to them and talk to them. This don't got nothing to do with my mama. I ain't finna tell her what we talked about. I don't care to fucking tell her. I don't care that she know. I want to hear what you got to say, Pops. I want to know what you got to say, nigga. All my life they called you this and that. Tell me what you got to say. Fuck what they said. This ain't about them. This ain't for me to carry back to them. This for me to have on my heart. For me to have my own understanding. If you can't understand this, I don't know what to tell you. And I told you to come on here at your own risk. At your own risk. It will make you, for some of y'all that want to know, y'all be asking me what books you read, how you got the mindset you got. It's from having the perspective of both parents. Everything my mama ever talked about, I was able to talk to my daddy about it. Everything my daddy ever brought to me, I was able to talk to my mama about it. And get my own perspective. It's stuff my daddy told me. My mama don't know he told. It's stuff my mama told me. My daddy don't know that she told me. I got both sides in me. That's why I can sit on here and give y'all game the way I can give it to you. Because I don't just whine and cry and side with the bitches. And I don't just sit around and side with niggas. I have a well-rounded perspective. And it's from just what I'm telling y'all. So anybody trying to be sharp like me, fuck if you like me or not. If you trying to have a sharp mindset, boy, you got to get that shit from a woman's perspective and a female's perspective. You got to. Any bitch on here disagreeing with me, something ain't right about that hoe. Even if she your mama, I'm telling you as a real bitch, as a mother, as somebody that done been on both sides, that done had both parents in their life, that growed up poor, that understand both perspectives. Boy, something ain't right about her.
Absolutely, yo. Yo, salute to the motherfucking Goodbreads in the chat. Sugar Bum, salute to you. La Original. You better not be no stranger, girl, man. Something about you in the chat. You get the chat, man. It's provocative. You get the people going. What the hell? Salute to the Goodbreads tonight, man. Y'all turned it out this afternoon in the church. We got a little bit more love, and then we're gonna get the fuck on out of here, man. But guys, I hope y'all don't miss the message, yo. The message, like always, these hell of a mothers, man. You guys to go get the research. You got to go get the research done yourself. You got to go get the other side. Get the other side to the story, because you is unbalanced. You just believing in what one side told you is unbalanced. It's not a good way to live your life. You got to make it your business to get it out the mud. You know how y'all say that little cute shit? Well, getting it out the mud, meaning go find out what that other person said too. Those of you that may be with your father, old fuck ass father nigga that just got y'all to symbolize like, oh look, I got my kids, you know, one of them niggas, egotistical niggas. Go find out your mother's side, bro. Don't go off with that. Oh, she a crackhead. Go find out, yo. You ain't got to buy her no crack. You can go talk to her. You ain't got to touch her, but go find out her side, bro. Because you could be with a manipulative baby father terrorist. But it's always good to find out the other side so that you can get the balance that you need.
Something ain't right. If bitch hop on this live talking about this don't make sense. They don't want you to talk to your daddy, or they don't want you to talk to the other parent. Something ain't right with them. Ask your dad. And if you was raised by just your dad, ask your mom. Every time a bitch see me out, whether it's in the mall, anywhere, man, how you got the mindset you got? Both parents, connecting with both genders.
That's exactly how my daughter is. That's how my daughter is, B. She tell you real quick, nigga, my dad and my mom's. Like, she'll tell you real quick, my dad and my mom's. Like, it ain't none of that. Ain't none of that shit. Ain't none of that shit. And that makes for a well-balanced child, bro. A well-balanced individual. She ain't gonna go outside and get beat in her head. She ain't gonna go outside and cut herself off of resources because all she know is her mama. You know what I mean? All she know is her daddy. Nah, she know both. And she know who to listen to. She gonna listen to both of us, but she know them scriptures. Let's just say that. She know them scriptures. She know who she better listen to, because she know who she brings shame to, and she know who she bring glory to.
Getting a male perspective and getting a female perspective, balance. Understand it? A bitch not making me operate in my adult life based.
Yo, I agree with this one right here. People should raise their own kids. They should. You know what I mean? But they don't. People don't raise their own kids. People need assistance from the public. You know what I mean? People they fuck and suck and have kids, and then they use assistance from the public.
Exactly.
And it normally be those women that teach their kids how to dress nice. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. And getting
On
food stamps
their
and government
perspective.
assistance ain't raising your getting food stamps and government assistance is not raising your kids.
Child support too. You know,
That part.
they get they want the whole thing. They want every beneficial package that come with being a mother, except for being a mother.
Ain't that some
From their
shit?
traumas and they hurts and how a nigga did them, or how my daddy might have did them, or how my mama might have did them. Nah, I got balance. I got understanding for both sides. I understand logically how the world works. The way certain shit run in favor of the female, and then with other shit it run in favor of the male. How some shit could be a double standard when you talking about niggas, and then how some shit can automatically work for the female just based on being a woman. I understand the way the world works. But I got that from getting both perspectives well-rounded. Ask your dad. Whichever parent raised you, you already got their perspective. That's why I'm not saying ask them. When you raised in a household with a motherfucker, you will see what they own, what they not own, what they like, who they don't.
That's a whole fact, guys. That's a whole fact. And let me add something to that. And some of you on weekend children, right? So you go with your dad on the weekend. Do know that's different from living with your dad. That's different. So you might live with your dad. You might go on the weekends and like to be with your dad. But you go over there and you start living with the motherfucker, and you might not like that shit. You know what I mean? You might not like that shit. So keep that shit in mind too. But I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna do you one better. When you say never raise a child that isn't biologically yours, simps, that go for your females too. That girl is not your child. So stop raising these women. Stop putting these women on a pedestal to where now they looking down at y'all. Stop raising their kids, bro. Send her back to her mother. Let her mother raise her, bro. You let her mother raise her.
Like who they do like, what they up to, what they ain't up to, what they hurt is, who they want you to dislike based on who they dislike, who they want you to like based on who they like. You already was raised by the opinion leader. Now go purposely get the other person's opinion.
Sugar Bum, how you gonna call my sister ghetto? Sugar Bum, did you not see what you just texted in our chat today? And you gonna call this woman ghetto, sis? You out of touch with reality, sis. What is ghetto to you? Ghetto, what is ghetto to you? Sugar Bum, real quick, in the chat, Sugar Bum, type your definition of ghetto. What is your definition of ghetto?
Ghetto is dressing half naked to a Beyonce concert. That's what ghetto is.
No, ghetto is a mindset, but I'm trying to see the mindset of somebody that sat in my chat and typed a bunch of twisted, not normalized, toxic mentality, fixed mindset of shit, and then called somebody who got a growth mindset. Love Dorsey got a growth mindset. How is that ghetto? Like, I want to know now. Now I need to know.
Anybody that got a problem with this, they ain't fucking right. They ain't right. Because I ain't talking about right or wrong. I ain't talking about whose perspective, any of that. And if you only are like some people are saying the other parent died before you can have this conversation, go to therapy, my G. Go to therapy. Sign yourself up for therapy if it's other family members on that deceased person's side of the family that you can talk to.
Message, guys, message, because a lot of us don't have our parents. And that's why y'all still got y'all emotions attached to that, right? So my message stings y'all, but y'all got to come to grip with reality, right? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You know what I mean? We ate from the wrong tree. We didn't eat from the tree of life. We ate from the tree of knowledge. So I need you to use your head now, right? as sad as it may be, your mother is supposed to die. We are supposed to bury our mothers first, and then us, then our kids bury it. That's the circle of life. Get over it. You gonna sit here and mope and cry, or you gonna dig in the mud, do the work, so that you can make your mama proud when she look down. That's what it's about, guys.
Talk to them. Because a lot of times, if you can't get to your dad because he's deceased, talk to his mama, talk to his sisters, find out who his best friend was around the time when you was raised and was a young adult. Find out, because those people have bits and pieces of his perspective. Go get that shit, boy. Fuck what your mama and them talking about. Fuck what your grandma and them talking. And see, a lot of y'all, again, you won't be able to say this or do this or live in this until you get out from under them. Because a lot of y'all, again, if you go to your mama right now and just throw it out there, just for shits and giggles, just because you watched this video, just because you walked past and you heard an adult in your household listening to this video out loud, just go say, you know what? When I turn 22, 23, say an age where your mama know she ain't finna be all up in your business like that. Meaning, like, you're gonna be out in the world at times without her. Don't say 15 or 16, because they knowing they finna be right there as soon as you talk to the nigga to ask you what he said. As soon as you get back home. Say an age where it is a chance that you probably won't end up living with them around this time. Say an age where they know they won't be able to talk to you right after you talk to them to change your perspective based on whatever that parent told you. Say an age like 23, 25, 27, just for shits and giggles. When I turn 26, I'm going to sit down with my daddy and I'm going to have a conversation with him just about everything we went through, the stuff I done seen, some of the
Your mama gonna shit her pants. She gonna kick you out right then and there. And you don't need to go to him. You don't need. And she gonna get crazy on you right then and there. And that's gonna tell all you need to know. You gonna think about me. Mr. Goodbread gonna pop in your head. My gold tooth gonna pop in your head like, oh, you that motherfucker. Yeah. I told you.
the stuff you told me about how I was raised. I'm telling you. It's going to show you everything you need to know. This type of shit will wake you the fuck up about what's going on. If the parent passed away, talk to those that knew them. Around the time you was, it's worth it. Whatever work it's going to take you to connect with them folk, it is worth it. It's worth it. I wouldn't give a fuck what a bitch type on here. Anybody come on this hoe and disagree with what I'm saying, something ain't right about them, boy. And you could tell them I said it.
You heard what she said, Sugar Bum? Sugar Bum, did you hear what she said? Let me play it back for you, Sugar Bum. Something wrong with you. We knew that something was wrong with you anyway, Sugar Bum. And I'm attracted to people that got something wrong with them. I don't know, because, you know what I mean? I got the truth. I tell the truth all day, so if the truth don't work, then nothing will.
Everything you need to know. This type of shit will wake you the fuck up about what's going on. If the parent passed away, talk to those that knew them. Around the time you was, it's worth it. Whatever work it's going to take you to connect with them folk, it is worth it. It's worth it. I wouldn't give a fuck what a bitch type on here. Anybody come on this hoe and disagree with what I'm saying, something ain't right about them, boy. And you could tell them I said it. Ask the other parent. Somebody said something. I guess your question was like, why should I ask? And I can see the consistency. Let me read it. It says, what if the other parent are consistent in their behavior? I think that mentality affects the child. So, listen, this is what I'm saying. I want you to really listen to me. Listen.
There you go. This is the excuses. Remember one of the excuses that I went over. This is the excuse that they done normalized in this black community right here. He inconsistent. The dad is inconsistent. Bro, if I tell you how many times these mothers are inconsistent, bro, these mothers more inconsistent than the dads half the time, bro. Especially when they do all types of fuck shit to put roadblocks in front of the child. in front of the dad to keep him from the child, and then they'll set some shit up between the dad, knowing the dad said no already. Instead of telling their child that the dad said no, they're gonna tell it to the child in a way that makes it like if you know what I mean. These women ain't slick, bro. These women ain't slick, and y'all know them. Y'all know
them. Bitch. Listen, yes, I'm calling you a bitch, but it's just based on you being on this live. It's not because I know you. So don't get in your feelings and type nothing crazy, right? Listen, bitch. The idea is when you look at the way that the world works, if right now, right, I'm a nigga, I have a baby with an unpleasant ass woman, or let's say I do some fuck shit in my relationship with this woman. I'm with your mama. I cheated on her. I lied to her. I did her dirty, right? She's going to have a certain negative energy towards me because of what I did. And if she's not mature and good with managing her emotions, that shit will trickle over into my relationship with you. And as your dad, when I try to come see you, she will make it unpleasant. When I try to get involved, she will make it unpleasant. Or hell, I may even stop trying just because every time I call or come around, I get, basically belittled or the shit I did thrown up in my face. So I get inconsistent. So this parent seems to be just a way better person, but you don't know the history of why the roles are the way that they are. This is no excuse. Doesn't make what I did in this scenario right. The idea is, bitch, the point of getting the other parent's perspective is so you can understand why certain things went on. Not about right or wrong. Y'all got to stop typing these emotional ass comments based on how your mama raised.
But no, love, that was a mama asking the question. That wasn't a youngin asking the question. That was a mama trying to put that roadblock in to keep the child from going over there and asking the father what's his side and why he's so inconsistent. That was the mama right there. That wasn't the child asking that, love. So don't let him slide one on you, love.
Raised your ass for your perspective to be one-sided. I don't give a fuck who was consistent or inconsistent. Matter of fact, what I'm saying is the more inconsistent they tell you or that you see the other parent is, the more you need to have a conversation. For those of y'all with more consistent fathers and those that are in their life, I ain't even really talking to y'all. I'm talking to specifically the ones where the one parent was very exceptional and the other one was just a fucking devil. Have a conversation with the devil. That's it.
Sugar Bump, don't lie. See, that's the problem. You don't like our channel probably because we don't really lie here, but you like the masculinity. You like the truth, but you don't like the fact that we don't lie, if that makes sense to you. You like the truth we deliver, but you also don't like that we don't lie and we don't sugarcoat and we don't condone stupid shit. Now, that's hard for me to believe, being that you told me where you were from. You told me where you're from, right? You're a Philadelphia female, right? Ain't too many nice parts out there. Ain't too many not hoods. Cut it out, knock it off. And then if you're not from the ghetto, why is you promoting the ghetto culture in your thumbnail, in your title? I mean, in your avatar, you promoting the colorful wigs and you're promoting the ghetto foolery. But you're not from here. You're lying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So go off of what your mama said. And the idea is the more.
Oh, hell no. You from Washington? Oh, hell no. You nigga right across the street from the White House is a hood. You play all day, shorty. You play all day, shorty.
Are negative they make them seem, the more you need to have that conversation. The more they say and you see the nigga, the more. Because see, the manipulation tactic in this type of shit, what a bitch gonna do with this video is try to make you feel like, well, you don't need to talk to him. You got your own perspective. Don't you see how consistent I was? Then you see I was the only one. When you there that one time I called your daddy and told him to come and get y'all and he ain't come. You seen all the times he ain't show up. You seen for yourself. You don't got to talk. Again, I'm going to tell you, if a bitch.
They do the same thing that they do to us. You know how they They think they could tell us that they're a good person when they actions show they a hell of a bitch. Same thing they do. They manifest shit to their kids. They tell their kids shit.
Right.
How they tell their kids how they supposed to think. They tell them how they supposed to move. It's like they tell them some shit. Never give them an option. Never give them a chance. Remember, it's the mother body, her choice. Nobody else get a choice or say in this manner.
For any fucking reason, try to get you to not do what I'm saying. That's all the more reason for you to do what I'm saying. If a bitch, for any reason, try to make you just sit with what you got now and not try to get the other parent's perspective, something ain't right, bitch. Have that conversation even more. Have it. The deadbeat, the devil, the nigga that ain't right, the one they say is the sperm donor. Have that conversation. You can't spin and manipulate this shit. When I talk direct. Your mama might be able to manipulate your ass. Your grandma, your aunties, all they ass with the same perspective. Bro, I wouldn't give a fuck what you saw. Talk to the other person. You know how many situations I've been in that before I talked to the other person and just got their perspective, I saw that shit only from my view. I know hoes hate me right now because I'm giving a bitch the direction.
It's a fact though, yo. You see it now, guys. When you don't get up out the hood, all you hear is hood shit, all you become is hood shit. So you start hating the white man, you start having this animosity to the white man. It ain't until you get up out the hood and you get into some more variety areas and you start to see, oh, what the fuck I was hating like. It's because you become a part of your environment, guys. Again, you become a part of your environment. Your environment is where you get all of your beliefs, where you get how to raise your kid, is where you get all the stupid shit from. And until you move yourself into a more quality environment, you're going to be operating like how you operating now and like how everybody in your particular environment is operating, bro. Don't let them fool you. In every environment, there's a few that have at least just 10% more than the rest of y'all, but they're still in your environment, so ain't nothing special.
Precisely.
But yeah, guys, this is the conclusion of our show. We have came to the conclusion. We had a power class today. This was a 3-hour power class. Black women know how to have a baby. They know how to fuck, suck, take it up the butt, and have this baby. But they don't know how to mother a child. They do not know how to raise this bag. They can snag the bag, but they can't raise this bag. Anything you want to add to that, okay, Izzy, before we wrap it on up?
No, that's it, man. Today's show was there was a lot of teachable moments in this show, a lot of truth being spewed out, and just eat the food and spit out what don't taste good, guys. Spit out what don't taste good to you, and sometimes the truth don't taste good, but swallow it like some bitter tea. That's all I got to say for that. And I do want to close out with my favorite verse, 1 Timothy chapter 2:12. I suffer a woman not to teach, but to learn in silence. And a lot of women need to take notes on that. When men are instructing, and when you got righteous men instructing, then you want to listen, because we mean nothing but love. We mean nothing but truth. And we just want to get the truth out there. Okay. I know that the chat went crazy, but again, like I said, lots of teachable moments. And I'm glad it happened. And I'm also glad that you had me on. I appreciate you, Mr. Goodbread.
No doubt. Okay, L, you already know. You said you was back. So, you know what I mean? Always check your inbox, because we going to run it like how we run it, man. Stock them alone. We add a different flavor to this YouTube space. You know what I mean? We show unity. Yeah, we both individuals, but even in us being individuals and having our own thing, we always show through the righteous fear that it's no one-man show. No one-man show, bro. You know what I mean? It's a brotherhood, bro. We need each other. God, he ain't create no perfect people, bro. I am not perfect without OKL, without y'all. You know what I mean? I need my other half. Because remember, after Lucifer, he ain't create no more magnificent hell of a niggas. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lucifer backstabbed him. With all that greatness he put on Lucifer backstabbed him. So when he made Adam, which is us, when he made Adam, He made sure that we gonna need people. The common denominator in this world is people. So God can know your heart. These spiritual sources and these spiritual beings and all that shit y'all say, y'all can know your own heart. But if people don't know your heart, you ain't moving nowhere in this land where it's a land of people. All right, guys? So y'all know my thing. My thing is always be self-accountable. Now, I triggered the shit out of a lot of people on this live stream, but it was constructed that way for a reason, because trigger is pain. Pain is weakness leaving your body. Stop trying to duck the pain. You know what I mean? Stop trying to duck the pain. Get uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is when you're growing. You're not learning if you're not getting uncomfortable. That's the goal at life, guys. You want to learn as much as you can, master it. Then once you start to feel that comfort, then that means it's time to learn some more shit. You know what I mean? And every time you get comfortable, learn some more shit. And you figure it out. And that's your purpose, guys. That's what life is about, guys. All right? Now, I need y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. You know what I mean? We had a great old time today. And salute to the chat. Salute to
Right.
everybody that came out. Salute to my guy, Word Up, for that super chat the other day. And salute to my guy, Six, for the super chat the other day. I mean, the Cash App the other day. Salute to you guys. Ben was supposed to give you guys the shout out. Oh, much love, guys, and appreciation. I check y'all, man. Y'all already know what time it is, yo. We out of here. Wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life, guys. We do this for the culture.